your mics turned on and everybody get mic'd up, those who do want to be heard. Supervisor Gordon, I think we got you down for the prayer. If y'all would stand and join Supervisor Gordon, please.
Gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, we just thank you for this day that you've given us, Lord. We just thank you for each and every one that's come out. And Lord, we just want to acknowledge you this morning because of your word, Lord. You just tell us to acknowledge you in all our ways, Father. So we're acknowledging you this morning, Lord. So Father, we just pray that you just move in our hearts and our minds this morning, Lord, as we do the business of this county, Lord, and just direct us in the right path, Lord. Father, so we're just looking towards you, Lord. We ask for your blessings on this county and on this country, Father. And we just give you all the thanks and honor and praise. We ask all this in the precious name of Jesus. Amen.
And the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Washington County Board of Supervisors meeting now in session. The Honorable President, McGee, presides.
Okay, first up on the agenda is the additions. I'd like to add Ms. Barbara Clark to the agenda. And I also like to add for executive session, land acquisition. And there would be something else coming. Ms. Brooks? Hey, Tommy. All right, she on it already. We got Ms. Gardner on the agenda. She should be number 8. There it is. And Ms. Brooks, I'm sorry.
Yes, I'd like to add, porta potties for the, Kermit Frog Museum. Porta potties for the Kermit Frog Museum.
All right, that's an addition. Anything else?
The second one, to apply for Delta Regional Authority grant on behalf of Forest Acres.
Anything else?
And,
And Jerry, you good? Lee, you good? I don't know if she has the documentation for you or not. We'll get it. We'll get the documentation. We'll make it happen. If there's nothing else, I need a motion to approve. And a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Birch, I don't see Mr. Birch this morning. Oh, say that again. Minix.
Approve the minutes.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Now that's the help that I always need. Now, not just you, but all you all help me out when I miss, and I really appreciate it. On the minutes, any additions, deletions, questions, changes? If not, I need a motion.
So moved.
I got a motion. Got a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Carter. All right. Now, I still don't see Justin Birch. David Burford, Emergency Management. Mr. James Stewart, if you would, please.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, now.
All right. Reference to our storms, we had April 26th, when we had a high wind event, impossible EF1, EF0 tornado. The state emergency management would like for us to present a DR3 to get signed, because we did have some homes and people to get affected by that, and they would like to apply for some federal assistance to be able to help our long-term committed Delta Force to try to help the people whose houses were damaged during the storm.
Lee?
So moved.
And this,
information. Are the homes automatically identified, or is it just anyone who wants to apply for home?
Now, the ones that I've done damage assessments on, those are ones that are identified. But if people still, never had a chance to have their damages reported, they can contact me, and I can get with them and do damage assessments and send it to the state, and then it's up to them to approve it or not approve it, where they'll help.
Is it up to the agency to do it?
Yes.
Okay, and how many do you have y'all assessed so far that you're reporting?
As of now, it was about 10 or 12, but I know some of them were renters, so I'm not for sure if they're gonna be able to help them, but the homeowners, they will.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
anyone else? I need a motion.
So moved.
And a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Thank you, Ms. Stewart. Ms. Redmond? Hey, Roy. Ms. Johnson. I'm sorry, Roy. Thank you. Yeah, Planning Department.
Good morning, Lord.
Hey now.
Morning.
Let's see.
It's on you, Mr. Johnson.
Okay, hold on one sec.
This is just for you, Ms. Burnett. That goes to each one. Everybody
Okay,
got
board,
one?
the first thing I have a roll bond, a release request, and it's from H. Brown Incorporated. They did some work out at the solar farm in Hollandale. The road manager has went out and inspected the roads. Everything was good, and they're requesting their monies to be released to them,
Yes, what's your recommendation? I'm sorry.
to give them their money back.
Lee?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Brooks. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay. Then I have a road bond request to use county roads. Edwards Moving and Rigging is asking permission to use the county road Treadway, 3.5 miles at $10,000 a mile. And they want to use it for the second phase of the solar project to haul in some heavy equipment for phase 2. And the road bond amount is $35,000, and they have their monies, transfer clerk's has.
Is that the standard?
Yes.
All right.
So moved.
I got a motion.
Second.
And I got a second question. Are they staying on the routes that have already been approved? Are we
Yes.
having issues, Mr.
Yes.
Johnson?
This is another they're only gonna use Treadway Road. That's the only road they're going to use. They're gonna use Highway 12, and from Highway 12 to Treadway Road to the site.
If they off the site, we just had an issue in the past.
Right.
Got a motion and a second. If no other questions, all in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
All right. Board, I had, yes. Yes, and go all the way to Hollingsworth.
I got a motion and a second. If no other questions, all in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That's unanimous.
Okay.
Okay. Terminate.
Board, I just received an email this morning. I have been in talks, in conversations with this company, which is part of the Phase 2 project of the solar farm, Grid Solar Project. And you should have a letter in front of you from a company called Geosyntec, and they're proposing to construct a temporary mixing plant so they can use it for mixing of concrete. And their request is for about 60 days. But they can't move forward until the DEQ gets the board's blessing for what they're trying to do.
Everybody understand?
No, what's the location? Where's the location?
It's gonna be on Hollingsworth Road, out there at the solar farm site.
Jerry?
Actually, it's land already leased for the solar farm.
My next
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
question is, once they complete the use, what are they gonna do with the property then?
It's-
Or how do
it's-
they address it?
The concrete mixing is
It's mobile.
mobile. There you go.
Oh, it's mobile, okay.
Yes, they can set it up and take it down and move it somewhere else, or take
Okay.
it back to where they got it from. Thank you,
Miss-
Attorney Griffin.
Mr. Redmond? Mr. Redmond?
Second.
Ms. Redmond? Thank you, Ms. Brooks, for the second. I couldn't hardly hear you, Mr. Redmond. Mr. Griffin?
Yeah, Roy, Mr. Redmond had an issue with one of those solar farms coming on the wrong road. Has that been addressed?
I think it has.
You want to tell him about it, Redmond? What's that road, Redmond?
That's City Road. And that's the road that we're supposed to be working on now.
Okay.
Delta City Road is supposed to be the one that we're working on. It had two bad spots in, and so far, they've
You familiar with that?
rerouted those
familiar with that?
But they were on Delta City
you
Road,
familiar
they
with
shouldn't have
that?
been there.
Road was off of it. It wasn't on the plan that they supposed to be. Then we routed it and working on repairing the road.
Okay,
Are they gonna pay for it?
Sheriff Department. If anybody's off the track, Sheriff Department need to be notified so they could easily stop, make a documented note, warning wherever it is. But we've gotten caught up with that before, with people being off the approved path, damaging roads, and then they swear they were never on them. Got to be documented.
Mr. President.
Hey, now.
So, we document, and let's say they continue, how is it addressed?
That can be on the sheriff, that's an enforcement issue.
Right.
That's an
Messy.
enforcement issue.
Okay.
All right. All right, now I got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
All right. Board, I have another item. So back in March of this year, we sent certified letters to two property owners up on Lake Ferguson, and we let them know that they are in clear violation of our zoning ordinance as well as the flood ordinance. And I sent them the certified letters, and I spoke to both gentlemen and told them about the violations, but no response. So I was trying to see what can we do, and I guess this question is to the attorney. What needs to happen now, or what kind of teeth can we put in making it happen?
Well, I need to look at it first.
Okay.
So it hadn't been communicated to me.
Okay,
So let us get together and take a look at it and see what has been requested and what has been the response.
okay. And I have another, as a matter of fact, Danny Hooker is here too, since he's our floodplain administrator. We're having a problem, a serious problem with Delta Electric. They're just hooking folks' power up upon request without having to get a permit obtained through
From the
our
county?
office. Correct.
Okay.
Anybody asks for some electricity, Delta Electric gonna sell it to them.
Well, and I think we need to send a letter, board members to Delta Electric, notifying them that to stop or discontinue, installing electrical service without a permit from the county.
Okay, now what's the appropriate legal process? What's the statute?
No, we have an ordinance that
And what's the ordinance?
the county comprehensive plan prohibits that, okay?
Okay,
That's the ordinance.
Okay.
And, it applies to all,
utilities.
all agencies in the county, including Delta Electric, if they operate in the county, so.
All right.
Do you know how many structures?
Hold on,
have
Ms.
been-
Brooks,
oh,
please.
sorry.
Ms. Gordon, I'm sorry.
I was gonna ask you, what was the violations on Lake Ferguson?
Okay, they've placed two structures over there. It might be more, but those are the two that I saw. They've taken small utility buildings and are living in them,
Okay.
or renting them out, so to speak. Got plumbing, accessories, and electricity as well, hooked up. The one gentleman I talked to, he claims that it was being used for a pump house.
Yeah,
And I told him that, a pump house is not for somebody to live in.
yeah.
And his response to me was, well, if I want to go use the bathroom while I'm working on my pump house, what's the problem? I said, okay, well, I'll address that with the board of supervisors.
And on the Delta Electric, have they always done this, or did they abide by our ordinance in the past, or is this something new?
This is ongoing with Delta Electric. Anybody that wants electricity, Delta Electric gonna sell them the kilowatts.
Okay.
Mr. Johnson, how do you know these people are living in there?
Oh, you can see it.
Okay. Are you taking photographs of
Yes.
it?
Here it is right here.
You don't have a report, Mr. Greer?
Okay.
I'm gonna give you mine.
All
Roy,
right. I saw it.
make sure the attorney has a copy of that report. Any other questions? Sorry, Ms. Brooks.
Yes, going back to the Delta Electric, but how many structures were hooked up without permit? Do you know?
Well, it's been sporadic over the years, so it's just not a set number. But for Lake Ferguson, these two in particular. As a matter of fact, most recent, out on, Rice Road, we had walked the people through the permit process, what they need to do. It was in a flood zone, but then they ran into a problem. And that's normally what happens, especially when it's in a flood zone, because then they have to have documentation of a flood or elevation certificate to substantiate what they have in place. Then it's gonna be a big problem for them when they go to get flood insurance. They never got the building permit, even though they walked through the permit process. They set the building up out there. I went out there to look at one thing, and they already got power.
So I guess, Mr. Attorney, when we identify, structures like this that did not go through the proper process, how do we go back and recoup the permit,
The
money?
fees.
The fees, and also make sure, let's say they got permit and the property is really not up to standard. How does he address those issues?
And honestly, that's it all set out in the ordinance, okay? And we'd have to review the ordinance to see exactly, what's spelled out.
There's a legal process, Mr. Griffin, right?
Yes.
Up to and including an arrest warrant.
No, I wouldn't say that, whatever's in that ordinance, whatever you mandated in the ordinance, and I don't know, I haven't seen this ordinance in ages, okay? So, we'll review this ordinance, and see what's in there. Daniel's back there, he probably can tell you better than I can, I haven't reviewed the ordinance in ages.
Come with us, Hooker.
I think what has happened in the past is possibly.
Mr. Hooker,
doubling-
tell us who you are.
I'm sorry, Daniel Hooker, Washington County Floodplain Administrator. I think in the past, they have typically up to doubling of the permit fees and possibly more. But I think, the permit fees in Washington County are pretty nominal. They cover like Roy's time and just a few other inspections. It's nothing punitive. It just kind of covers everybody. But the main thing is we have a record of them going through the permit processes. We have to have a record so that for all the things that we do. This doesn't happen a lot. This is not a widespread thing. Most people do what they're supposed to do. They get their permits, they pay their fees, they do what's required of them. But there are a few people who just decide, I'm not gonna do anything like that. We're just gonna build what we want. And I think Delta Electric, like Roy mentioned, on the Rice Road project, they ran into a problem, and I had to meet with them several times. But when you go out there and they already have power, it's kind of, that takes some of the teeth away of enforcing our ordinance, so.
Well, and it may be that we have the ability in the ordinance to cite them, for the violations and, impose cease and desist orders. So let us take a look at that, and we'll see what's required of it.
Yeah.
Get you all the information I have, and I know Roy has taken pictures of all that, and we can have a meeting at some point, see how we proceed from there.
Right?
Attorney Griffin, if the ordinance does not speak to finding any company that's doing what they wanna do, we need to have that amended to the ordinance, cause it should not be the norm that a company feel that comfortable to provide electricity without a proper, permit from Washington County.
And I think there's a punitive phase to each and every ordinance, Mr. Griffin.
It should be,
Yes.
yes.
So, Ms. Brooks, we good. It's a matter of enforcement.
Well, I'm just saying,
There you go.
apparently nobody
Okay.
knows it right now.
Oh,
when
they
you get
know
the
it.
part.
Let us look at the ordinance and see what the ordinance require. And
All right.
I'll get with these two gentlemen and let them know,
Real quick.
okay?
All right. Anything else you need from us, Mr. Johnson?
No, I just need to get the board's blessing for the Geosyntec project, the one I just, for the temporary.
I am that
concrete
So
sorry.
moved.
I got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you,
And
Mr.
we'll
Johnson.
send them a formal letter
All right.
giving the board's blessing.
Thank you for helping me out. Ms. Stacker? Hey,
Board, I'm sorry, please forgive me.
I'm sorry, Ms. Stacker.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's my fault.
Ms. Dion. Board, if possible, we would like to request that we can have at least $100 petty cash on hand, and reason asking. The tax collector told us that she went to a seminar just recently, and they're not allowed to give us any change. So we need to have some change whenever customers come in and pay for building permits.
Change for building permit fees to make change.
So y'all
$100.
can't, the tax collector can't do that for y'all anymore.
There you go.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So he's gonna have to have some money in there to make the change now.
Ms. Griffin, are you
Did she
good?
identify what the conflict was?
Ms. Brooks, please.
I'm just.
Mr. Attorney, are you okay?
$100 I am, but in excess of that, I'm not.
Okay, $100. I need a motion.
So moved.
Ms. Brooks?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Brooks. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? And make that part of your monthly report, Mr. Johnson, if you have balances. All right.
Mr.
Hey,
President,
now.
I'm not on just
Thank you,
your
Ms. Johnson.
office, but, just hearing that they can't go get change from the tax collector's office, there may be an issue with pretty much all the other departments, like,
Which one?
they may need change, I just think.
We good, Ms. Brooks?
Okay.
Okay.
They dealing with those permits and they have to,
I have no problem with them
Somebody
getting it,
come
but I'm
in
thinking
and,
about
you know,
other offices being
Other
need to
offices
get
with
changed.
fees is what she's saying. But we'll look at that, Ms. Brooks. Ms. Carter, can you take care of that? All right. Ms. Thacker, I do apologize.
Good morning.
Hey,
Good
now.
morning.
Well, for our April financials, you can't hear me either?
Oh, it's on.
Did you send us a copy?
It's on.
Okay. Yes, we sent one, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we sent a financial
Finance
report.
report.
Yes, for April finances, we had over $888,000 in positive earnings for the
I didn't get
medical
that.
center and $662,000 for the total system. Our days cash on hand were at 80.9, which were about 7 days higher than they were from the previous year last year. We will be applying for the Rural Health Transformation Funds from the state. We have our application already, getting the Mississippi Hospital Association to review it for us just to make sure it's sound. And then we'll be making our application for funding for several projects for the hospital, including the cancer radiation clinic, which I am proud to say that we took over ownership on June the 1st. It is going well, even though somebody ran into our building this past week.
What did you say?
Somebody ran into the building this past week
That's
and
fine.
knocked down one of the columns. But we're okay. We're going to get some bricks and fix it up. And also, we're planning on June the 30th a ribbon cutting just to let our public know that we have taken over the radiation clinic.
Is that asset on your insurance, or do we need to have it on our insurance?
We do not own the building. We
Who owns
lease
the
the
building?
building.
You know, wait a minute, hold up, you making me nervous. Mm-mm. Mr. Attorney, tell them who owned the building.
which building is this?
The Cancer Treatment
We
Center.
lease it from Bethesda.
Mr. Attorney, tell them who owned the building.
The building is owned by the hospital.
No.
No.
The Cancer Treatment Center?
Ms. Thacker, we good.
Okay,
Keep
let
going.
us continue.
All right.
Okay, we've also got some really good things
We good, Ms.
going
Turner.
on at
It's
the
owned by the
hospital.
county.
No,
but
it's
in
not. Go ahead, Ms. Thacker.
Okay, we have successfully passed our state CMS survey as well as our STEMI program, which is our heart attack program, showing that we're the only one that we have that's in the Delta. So that's very important for us to keep that survey and that accreditation open. And my staff has done a really good job with those two things. We've also got an A in our leapfrog safety program. This is the first A that our hospital has ever gotten. We're very proud of that designation, and our staff has done a wonderful job keeping us safe, which was also commended when we had our state survey by CMS with the things that we have done to keep our patients as well as our staff safe. We've been doing some education partnerships. We've been having a very, very hard time getting CRNAs, that nurse anesthetists, to come into our hospital. So we have a partnership now with the University of Tennessee, and they're sending our students to us. So they're students to us, and hopefully once they come and meet us and see us in the Delta, we can have more opportunities to recruit those CNAs for our facility. Our residency program is having our graduation at the end of this month, the middle of this month. This is our 4th graduation, so we're very proud of that, and getting family medicine physicians in our community as well as in other areas. And then we've been really working with the hospitals in the Delta, trying to make us stronger by working together. I think it's working. We have some little kinks down the road to kind of fix out. We're hoping that we can even get some funding from the state to help us really substantiate the healthcare in the Delta. We're being focused on as far as healthcare. People know the needs of the Delta. It's just so hard to get monies for it. It's very hard to get people to come work. Our workforce development is one of the main things that's on our mindset, because physicians don't want to be the only game in town. They don't want to have to take call, 30 days out of the month. So it's very hard to get that specialist. One thing that we have started is that I've started a specialty clinic, so we can start having specialists kind of rotate through. So I'm signing up an ENT, which we have not had in a long time. We're going to have a urologist maybe come soon to be able to work in those clinics. And as long as we can get specialists here, our citizens in Washington County won't have to go elsewhere for service. And that is my goal.
All right,
Any
and-
questions for me?
I do.
Hey, Ms. Griffin. Ms. Griffin?
Yeah, I just want to clear one point. That council building is owned by the one who built it, okay?
Okay.
That company that built it, they
I think she
responsible-
knows.
Yes, they responsible for it right now.
Mhm.
The grounds are owned by the county,
Right, the
but,
grants.
but they still claim, I guess they feel that they can take the building up and take it with them if they pull out, which is not, almost an impossibility. But they still own it, and we looking at the possibility, Mr. Phillips and I, at some point, of trying to see if we can't convince them to donate or convey it to the county.
That'd be wonderful.
It is great to have good lawyers.
Yes, it is.
That'll be $10.
I will pay
My
it.
fee.
I will pay it, and that's about what you're worth today. But okay. Anything I missed
I
now?
think Ms. Brooks had a question.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Appreciate that.
Ms. Brooks?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh,
You said you were having some concerns with identified CNAs.
No, CRNAs.
Oh,
That's a
now
nurse-
where's CRNA?
That's a nurse anesthetist, one that puts you to sleep.
Okay.
You have a physician that's an anesthesiologist, but you have a nurse that can also do certain functions, and they're very hard to
Okay.
recruit.
Lee, I'm sorry.
Did you have any break-in services on the clinic, on the radiation clinic, when you took it over? Was there any break-in services, or it just flowed right on?
It pretty much flowed right along. We've had some illnesses in the clinic, but everybody's back in the office today.
Okay, pretty much same staff, everything?
Except, yeah, we only lost the clinic manager, but she has been there for us too, because she retired. But she's been there as a consultant for us, and so
Okay.
she's still kind of helping us as we learn as we go.
Okay.
This
Now,
is a
board-
very new venture for us.
Eh.
Radiation oncology is a little different.
And I do realize there were some concerns moving forward, but, and I know when you give your report, but, when we get into this a little further, 6 months or so, I'd like to see just a report just on that compared to,
Okay.
Miss,
everything else that,
Update on
'cause we did have some concerns there. I know you did, so.
she just gave it. It's nothing to tell right now. Ms. Thacker, I think there's nothing to share going further with the ask for the cancer center or anything else going forward. She just gave us an update with the Rural Healthcare Initiative.
Yes, we'll be submitting that application this week, and then they have 30 days for all the applications to get in, and after that, they're doing awarding. It has been, I'm trying to be politically correct, but it's been kind of hard to get a lot of information from the state. The governor's kind of controlling how things are being done. We've been to various meetings, and so we kind of learn as a case-to-case basis what the process is. So right now, we're in the application phase. We don't know when the monies will be awarded, but they'll let us know. But the Mississippi Hospital Association, as well as our hospital, has been really watching it, and we're staying on top of it, and we're going to make sure that we get those fundings for our hospital.
So we have 2 asks now,
Yes, we have several asks.
several asks, but the
Yes.
cancer center is one of them. Cancer treatment center is one of them.
Yes, we've been, we've been asked by Senator Wicker to do some things with the NICU that we have not heard back from. We've had some ask in to Congressman Thompson about some funding, but one of the good things that we have learned about the rural transformation funds that we did not know before, that it will help us with infrastructure, which is another one of the main problems of our facility. So we'll be able to ask for some monies for that also.
What about for equipment?
Yes, equipment will be one of it, especially new equipment. I'm still trying to get that robot in. That's been one of the things that I really wanted. So we are really looking at every opportunity. Plus, we're still out there getting grant funding. And so we're on our last few months of the Delta Regional Authority grant that we were under, which kind of prohibited us for asking for other grants in that area. So when we finalize in August, then we'll be able to even ask for more grants that we did not have an opportunity to ask for before.
Ms. Stacker, board, apologize. Just a reminder, Ms. Stacker, you know now, board, we committed $250,000
Yes, sir.
to this process. Anybody got amnesia now? No. Well, you and Ms. Carter get together and let us know how we transition into that
Okay.
to make sure we're good. And hopefully that's going to be short term. All right. Anything else you need from us, Ms. Stacker?
No, sir. Just thank you again for all your support, helping us with the issue with the radiation oncology clinic, and always making sure that our citizens of Washington County are taken care of as far as health issues, because that's very important to us.
Any questions,
And
Ms.
with us
Stacker?
being the largest employer, well, second largest employer, it really does make a difference for us.
All right. Any other questions, Ms. Stacker? We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Gardner, Ms. Gardner?
Good morning.
Hey, now.
I'm Catherine Gardner with the Washington County Convention and Visitors Bureau. I serve there as a communication director and event planner coordinator. I currently work with the Washington County Convention and Visitors Bureau for come June, this be 35 years. And I've enjoyed the process. Well, I'm before you today because we're having I have some concern that I presented to my board in April 15, 2026, concerning a trip to Gamba, Africa, which entails one of our local organizations that we've been working with them for the Cotton Picking Monument Project
Gamba.
and through other cultural development. And my board approved it, but while I was out of town, they rescinded it. Drew some information they confirmed with your this board about whether it was legal or not. Understanding that I would not present anything that was illegal, and I understand tourism, been a part of it for quite some time. We have
Excuse me,
traveled to
hold on.
other continents, I'm sorry.
In view of the fact that there are some issues to legality, I recommend we go into executive session, Mr. President.
All right.
What's the issues?
I don't know.
That's enough.
She just mentioned that there was some, a board expressed some question with regard to legality of it.
All right, I do have a question.
You want to take it, Ms.
Yes,
Brooks? No.
I do.
You have to do it in executive session.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Why?
Because we're going to take all this to executive
I don't,
session.
well, I do
You
want to
know it- you
publicly
know
ask a
exception.
question.
And you can just bust out and ask,
I
but Ms.
will.
Gardner do not respond.
My
So with Ms.
biggest
Gardner, we
concern
will,
is,
if you'll stick around,
when
we'll
did
take this in
board-
executive session.
When did this board talk
Thank
to
you,
your
Hill.
board?
All right?
Because we've
I
never
appreciate you.
publicly discussed this with,
All right.
at all at this stage. So why are we trying to
Now,
talk about this in
Ms.
in
Baldwin?
secret?
No,
Come on up, please.
Hello, I'm just trying to get an update on the culverts that were supposed to be ordered about April 27th.
Where are we on that?
And, but then I was told by you, Mr. McGee, about a week and a half ago, that they were, yes, you and I spoke on the phone.
That's fine, Ms. Go ahead.
And, you told me that they were, and you had definitely approved them to be ordered, and they were supposed to be put in, but they've, they have
Okay.
not been put in. I can tell you this, I have met with this board several times, and I have also met with the Drainage Commission. And this, it is ironically, I've not had any flooding since this board came in and dug out some of their ditches. The Drainage Commission has not touched their ditch. So which leads me to believe that the issue is on the county. And I also know, Mr. McGee, you stated that the county was not going to hold any responsibility and not help me at all. So
Let me tell you what I told you.
that's exactly
I
what you
said, I'm not going to vote to give you any financial relief.
You
No,
said the
because-
county is not, is what
No,
you
I'm
said.
not. But let me do this. Since it's going to be a legal matter, Mr. Attorney, how do you think we should handle this moving forward?
I'm sure we're gonna go to executive session.
let me, just hold on. We don't need to go into executive session. And the reason why is because there's a process by state law we have to go through to consider any search claim.
Have to go through what?
There's a process, and that process has not been implemented at this point.
What is the process?
It's my understanding, you got a lawyer, and that lawyer will advise you on the process. It's not my job to advise you on the process, but, you know, I understand you retain Mr. Crawford to represent you.
I
And-
did.
Okay,
Not initially.
well,
I
but
was
you,
hoping
but
that
you
the
have
board would
done
work
so.
with me.
But you have done so, and that's Mr. Crawford's responsibility to advise you on the process,
Tur-
okay?
I have a question.
Come on, Ms. Brooks.
I don't know what is the process, so
Uh,
I would know.
The process,
uh-huh.
the process is, this board cannot act in the absence of a tort claim being filed, all right? The board cannot entertain any request for reimbursement unless a claim is filed and identifying what the violations occurred, why the county is at fault, what's the approximate amount that's due and owed,
So
and to, you know, to identify the negligence to enable the county to investigate to determine whether or not it is in fact at fault.
So you telling me that for us to even address the issue, we gotta go through a process? I'm not saying the county's at fault or not, but there are some issues going on I think the county does need to address, without the legal hogwash study going on. Because at the end of the day, her property was flooded, and I saw the property. And I just think we just can't overlook not addressing the issue. And I got her concern. She wants to know, because this board did vote to go ahead on and put the covers. You made the recommendation. I am sad to know that I did not know they were not put down. But the same token, we just can't act like this did not happen.
What was not put down, the cover?
Yes.
Well,
And that's what she initially just asked about, and now it's going to the point is, you know, the legal pieces coming in just to talk about putting the covers when they were supposed to be placed.
it's my understanding that there are broader issues than that.
I understand it,
Ms.
but
Brooks.
she came
Ms.
to us
Ms.
on
Brooks.
something
Ms.
simple.
Ms. Brooks, until they put in writing, we don't know what the request with any degree of specificity is.
Attorney Griffin, this
Ms.
board
Brooks,
voted.
Ms. Brooks, I'm telling you what the law requires of this board.
Okay, I
And if
understand.
you may not like the law, but it's the law.
Okay, the law, if this board pass an order,
Wrap up, Ms. Brooks.
this board pass an order to do work, we gotta go through the legal
No,
process.
I didn't say that. We're not talking, I'm talking about two different things.
Excuse me,
All
Mr.
right,
Griffin.
Mr. Attorney,
Oh, what you got? Let her
going
finish.
well, I'm talking about the covers, and you're talking about apples and oranges. All I'm saying is this lady came to find out when the covers are gonna be placed. She was told, I guess the president had a conversation when they were gonna be placed. They haven't been placed, so I guess you wanna get an answer to when they will be placed. Am I
I
correct?
mean, if it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
And so
Let
that's what I'm
me answer
talking
that, Ms.
about, but
Brooks.
you talking about
No,
legal stuff.
no. The coverage is one thing, okay?
That's
But
what we're
th- but that-
talking about.
Okay.
Lee, come on.
We'll get an answer for the covers today, and Carl can
Yeah.
get a hold of you, or Ms. Brooks, get a hold of you, exactly give you a timeline.
Yes.
That's an easy fix, and we can get that done today and let you know
Yes.
when it'll be in there. But it was voted to do it. And I know you know, you're going through a lot with this, but I do also want you to understand, we're limited to, you know, we have to go through a process. But
I
what
do
you come here
understand
today, what you come here today for, we can solve that today. We'll give you, Ms. Brooks, or what, we'll give you, when we get out of here, we'll find out where those covers are.
I'll take care of
I'm sure some
that,
of them you
Lee.
have to order, but we can get that answer.
It should have been here.
Yeah, from my understanding, well, I was told by Clay Norris that he ordered them, it was either April 27th or the 28th.
Yeah, it should have been here.
And which brings up another issue. If they've been here that long,
No. It takes a minute, but it should have been here. And we'll deal with that.
When this
We're
is
in
over
June.
with, when this is over with, we'll find out.
No,
Yeah.
we're almost out of June.
so, quick question, anybody else not living in a full functioning house right now? On this board? Anybody know what that feels like?
Yeah, we do. I do.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Anybody else have?
May I ask what you asked, ma'am?
Yeah, please answer, please.
My house was flooded April 27th.
Okay, we're fixing to be out of our house because we're living in Black Knoll and nobody is helping us.
And-
They're turning their back.
Okay. Ms. Baldwin, I'm sorry.
So I can't cook, so I have to spend extra money that I need to be putting towards my house that I shouldn't have had to do to begin with. And so I'm a taxpayer of this county.
Mhm.
Have been a taxpayer, well, since I was of age, and have lived in this county all of my life.
Okay.
And I get the runaround the entire time. I mean, what do I need to do? I don't understand why it is so difficult to get answers. Not even, I mean, I don't understand why it is so difficult to get stuff done that needs to be done, not just for my road and like my area of the county, but God only knows for everybody else's. When y'all are going in and y'all are re-asphalting these roads and making them drivable, are you doing feasibility studies? Are you taking anything into consideration? Because it doesn't appear that you did that at 5633 Black Bayou Road.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Ms.
We
Ms.
just
Brooks, you
found
got to be
out-
recognized. You just can't speak out.
Well, here's my hand.
You can't speak
Here's
out.
my
You did not
hand.
raise your hand.
Mr. President, I'm
All
raising
right,
my
now
hand.
we're gonna
in
have
third
some
grade.
kind of decorum in the meeting.
My hand is
Be
up.
very measured into how you respond and what you say.
I'm comfortable on what I say. I can say
All
it
right.
several times.
Go
May I
ahead, Ms.
please
Brooks.
speak, Mr. President. Clay just sent a text to Ms. Carter that the covers have to be made. They have not even made it here yet. They're getting them made as we speak. I know they do. I don't know if that machine is still out there to catch water should we have another storm. I'll follow up with
It's
them.
not.
They moved
It's not.
it.
But I
water.
can tell you that,
Understand
I mean,
that.
in theory, the Camelback is a great idea, but you have to have such a broad area, like you and Clay and I were discussing. You have to have such depth. You have to go in and dig a hole for it to actually get the water and move it somewhere else, that it will not do any good. Because we don't have,
Did he get up a time frame they think it'll be ready?
we don't have a ditch or anything deep enough to catch that water and shoot it out. So, I mean,
According to the
it's,
engineer, the covers have been ordered but not delivered yet. So once delivery, they will be installed and the place that they have to make them. That's what's taking so long.
Okay. Outstanding. Ms. Brooks?
how do I get a copy of Hooker Engineering's report that was taken on my property?
Ooh. Ms. Griffin, you got that? Ms.
Is
Griffin?
it not public?
Hello? Yes, it is. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I have a copy, but because it's not in the board minutes, it has not been a report.
Can't hear you,
that's
Ms.
been
Griffin.
The report is confidential right now, okay? And it's not in the board minutes, all right?
Why is that?
Why is it not?
Ms. Baldwin, hold what you got.
Because it's an investigative report. That's why.
Now, when is it gonna be
All right.
public?
It may not be public because it's an investigative report, Mr. McGee. And investigative reports are not required to be part of the minutes.
Let me be clear about something.
Yes.
Whether it's not required, I don't know what the wishes of this board's going to be, but we don't keep secrets.
Right.
Let
Well,
me be clear.
It's not a secret,
And
I
that's
assure
fine.
you.
And let me be clear.
It is not a secret. It is an investigative report.
We have a taxpayer that's in extreme
Yes.
distress.
And it's.
Excuse me, please, Ms. Griffin, I'm gonna be through in just a second.
Yes.
And I feel what she's saying. I've been displaced. I understand what she's talking about. And we're gonna do what we've got to do to resolve this issue, up to what the limits are. Ms. Bowen, we're gonna find out when that cover's gonna be here. I'll personally call you. And Ms. Attorney, you need to have a conversation to figure out exactly where this is going.
Yes, sir.
Because there's certain things that I'm limited that I can even say right now because I don't know. Ms. Attorney?
I understand.
Okay. I'm very limited, board, in what I can say and what I can do because I don't know where this is going. But we've got to get some answers and a certain level of comfort, at least so there could be some forward motion to resolve these quality of life issues. Ms. Brooks. Ms. Brooks, you good?
She has a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't understand why I should have to take legal action to get assistance.
What is that you want?
One, I want the issue fixed.
Got it? That's what we can
And-
do.
Two, I need help rebuilding my house.
What does that mean?
Financial assistance, you know what that means.
No, okay. And we've had that conversation, but you know where I am on that one. But okay.
Do you have a number of how much it's gonna cost to rehab the damage?
We have $17,000 invested in it right now.
Mhm.
That does not include the kitchen cabinets that were damaged, or the cabinetry that was in the laundry room, or the bathroom that we had just redone. It doesn't include any of that.
Well, the biggest piece is for me, because I do believe in assisting if the county's at fault. I guess for me, I would just have to have a number and then come to the board and let the board take a vote on it. It's just that simple.
So, Ms. Brooks, you done determined that the county's at fault?
I said if. Do you know what the word if means? Just asking.
Well, and my position is, until we see a tort claim notice, we cannot begin to determine whether or not the county has an exposure, Ms.
But,
Brooks.
okay, Ms. Attorney,
Okay.
again, if we identify the county's at fault,
We'll
as
cross
I
that
was
bridge
saying,
then.
I still would like to know what kind of numbers she's talking about, because if the county is at
Let
fault,
me-
I
Mr. Griffin,
will support
let me-
trying to
let
get
me-
dollars
let me do this, Mr.
address
Griffin.
the issue.
And let me kill this
And
real
as
quick.
I was
And I want
talking,
everybody to be clear on
as
this
I
one.
was talking, Mr. President,
If
you're-
it's determined
you're over-talking
that the
me,
county has
but when you
exposure,
talk- But you can talk and
Ms.
over-talk
Baldwin,
me all the
we'll
time.
make
I was
sure
talking
that
and
you're
then you
whole.
over-talked me.
If it's found that the county has exposure, Ms. Baldwin, if it's found that the county has exposure in this particular issue, we'll make sure you're whole. Only on that determination. Ms. Gordon? Ms. Brooks, you good?
No, you overtalk me. When I try to talk,
All right,
you
be
overtalk
brief,
me
please.
as you're doing now.
Yes, ma'am. Be brief, please.
Okay, you be brief and you speak as well.
All right, we're gonna move on. Ms. Baldwin, you got anything else for us? Lee?
I know that it seems like this drags out, and it does. Any kind of government, it drags out, and I hate it. But we look to the attorney to do it the proper way. There's supervisors sitting in jail right now
I
because
understand that.
spending things that they're, and I think everybody around this table, there's not gonna be a question of that. If we're at fault any kind of way, that we'll make good on that. But I just want, and I know, hey, you're going through the storm, not us. And I realize that. And I realize it's hard, but I promise you, nobody's not wanting to do anything. We have to look at our attorney. Well, I know, I want to help, but we've got to look at our attorney. I'm like Ms. Brooks, if we're at fault, and I think everybody else around here is the same way, if we're at fault, we want to make this good, but we've got to make sure, because I can't tell you, this is my third term, at how much stuff comes to us wanting to pay for. We just can't just pay it
I
without having
understand that
proof.
completely.
But I know you're the one living through this, not us. So like I said, nobody is trying to make this any harder than it is. But, and I'll say this, and then I'm done. But we live in a world that everybody is so happy, and we've got to watch every word we say, everything we do, because we're not only just protecting you, we're protecting everybody that's a taxpayer here. So it is limited, and we do have to refer to our attorney on these things because we just don't know. We have to follow a process. I'm sorry that's the way it is, and I know you're going through it, and this is hard, but I promise you, it's got to unfold. You know?
I do understand all of that. I'm very business-minded. I do understand that. I have served on many a board. I understand the process of how a board works. But as a taxpayer of this county, I should not have to beg just to get culverts fixed. That's without even a financial ask. I shouldn't have to wake up to water in my house because proper protocol was not followed when they re-asphalted the road and said they only put 3.5 inches of asphalt, which is incorrect. There's at least 8 inches of asphalt on the road in front of my house. That is what caused the flooding. And it did not go where it couldn't go into the ditches that were not maintained. Because after the county ditches were dug out, now mind you, They didn't dig out the one in front of my house. We had to do that. After they went all the way around my house and dug, and then we dug ours out, I've not had the slightest bit of flooding issue. That was before the canal. They may have somebody out there this week, but as of last week, they did not. What I'm saying as a taxpayer is it's ridiculous that I've had to come and be on this agenda for 2 months now. And the only action that's been taken is a culvert has been ordered.
Thank you, Ms. Ball. Mr. Bailey.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Assistant Pastor Samuel Bailey, Christian Fellowship of Leland, Mississippi. Couple of concerns. East Bailey Road and West Bailey Road there. Concerning the bridges, really needs quite a few things around the stop signs that grown up. Got a school bus travels up and down that road. I'm a retired school bus driver for about 16 years of Western Line, the Western Line School District. That Bailey Road is in pretty bad shape. Around those bridges as it travels back and forth. There's east and west Bailey Road that goes across the highway. I live on the east side. Another concern also is Mount Spencer Road. Mount Spencer Road, there's a church on that road. Goodwill MB Baptist Church. Also, another concern, really need some crossbars across that road. School bus travel that road. Can y'all hear me? My sign is just kind of acting up a little bit. Still can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, make it plain again. School bus travel that road. Got houses and children on that road there. And the traffic is flying, and that's uncalled for. Eventually, something's going to happen. When you're driving like that, just like 69 going south, and that's what's going on. It really needs to be monitored. It doesn't look good at the moment. Eventually, school is getting ready to start. Well, now, that's out of retrospect, a school bus traveling that road now from Western Line School District. Also on Mount Spencer Road, that road is messed up. Mount Spencer Road. It doesn't look good. A deep concern. I've been at it all my life. We just need some corrections on those roads as soon as possible. Around those stop signs, got grass growing around those bridges. Just really need attended. And that's my agenda for today.
Mr. Bailey, have you
Yes.
talked with your supervisor?
Say what now?
Have you talked with your supervisor?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Gordon. Mr. Gordon?
Have you rode down there Friday? Because they were down there. Me and you talked Wednesday,
Yes.
I think, and they were down there the next day, wasn't they?
Yeah, I called him.
They were down there the
Yeah,
next
I
day
called
doing all that.
Say what now?
They were down there the next day doing all that, cutting grass and checking all the roads for any potholes. And so have you rode down there since they've been down
Yeah, I
there?
live there.
Huh?
Yeah.
Have they cut the grass?
No.
No.
I saw them picking up trash out the ditches.
Yeah, no, 'cause I sent everybody down, I sent the trash, and they said they cut the grass also, is what I was told.
But unless I'm blindsided, I didn't see that.
Okay, we'll double check on that. And the roads, there are some rough spots in the roads. We redone that road, I guess, about 6 years ago, is when we resurfaced that road, we chipped and sealed it. And of course, don't hold me to it, because we just, when we tell somebody something, I mean, we have one crew that services all of our districts, but I talked to the road manager this morning, because really, I was surprised to see you on here, because me and you talked the other day,
Sure.
and we sent them right on down there after me and you talked. But I would like to, I talked to the road manager this morning, it's possible that we could re-chip and seal without tearing that road back up. because like I said, you've got a couple bad spots in it, but the whole road's not in bad shape. But I would love to say we could chip and seal it this year, and we'd like to, and we'll see, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, yes, we will, because then you'll say, well, Lee, you told me that it would be down there, but I think anytime you've called me, we've responded down there to that. So if you I'll ride down there today too, but if I was told Friday, because I checked on it Friday, I said, did y'all get down there and mow? And they said, we got it all taken care of. We mowed, we picked up trash and everything, because I sent the trash pickup crew also down there. So, but ride back down on your way home and look and let me know, and I'll ride down there and look. But they were supposed to do all that Friday, or Thursday or Friday.
I have a question.
Hey, Ms. Brooks.
You talked about which road was last chip and seal 6 years ago?
Bailey was done. When you say 4 or 5 years ago, it's probably been 6 or 7 years ago. But we've done that. At some point we re-chipped and sealed that, and so the whole road is not bad. It's spots on it.
Right.
It's kind of like everywhere else. You run into bad, just like the and drive. You got a couple bad spots. It's just hard to do. But I'd really hate tearing the road completely up that don't, because then it's just so dusty, and then we get complaints on that. But again, my goal is to try to chip and seal it this summer. But I don't want to tell you yes, sir, we're gonna get there, because then if I tell you that and we don't make it, then you say, well, you told me, and because we do still have some people waiting. But that's my intentions. But if that what you're talking about, the grass and that has not been taken care of, please let me know on your way back home. You can call me or text me, either one.
Also, what about Mount Spencer Road? He talked
Yeah,
about
and they were supposed to go down there on both of them. So, yeah.
So does that road need to be?
They did pick up the trash in the ditches. I was there.
Okay, so it sound like he needs some speed bumps on his road.
Well, I will say this on the speed bumps, and this is what I've done on that, especially on Bailey Road. And there's not tons of people on Bailey Road, but this is what I prefer to do, and I probably everybody else can, testify to this. You put speed bumps up, you're gonna have half people that are mad at you and half people that want them. What I prefer to do is when somebody calls me for speed bumps, I would like to get the will of the people on that road. I would like to see, several people, if they'll call me and say, hey, not just one person, just to call me and say, hey, we need some speed bumps. That way I can justify that, because we've put speed bumps up before, and you have more complaints than you have people, wanting them there. So if you would, we don't have a problem putting them there. I've had them even put them down, and then somebody come up and take them back up. They don't know who it is, because they don't want them there. But just have a few of and like I said, I know there's not a lot of people that live on Bailey Road, but just have them call me also.
Will do.
Okay, thank you.
That'll work.
Mr. Bailey,
Yes.
you good?
Yes, sir. Always.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Bailey, be safe. Appreciate you. Ooh. Okay. Producer's rights, that's part of your report? Okay, we'll get to that. What additions do we have before we go to the county administrator? Did I miss anyone? We're gonna come back to you, Ms. Gardner. We had an addition, Ms. Clark.
Yes.
Ms. Clark, we're gonna come to Ms. Clark. We're gonna come to Ms. Clark.
Yeah, I had an addition. Okay.
You already added it.
Yes, it was added.
Which one was that?
Kermit the Frog. and
Okay, we're gonna get that
DRA.
one. All right, let me, oh, we gonna get that too. The Coleman High School? Yeah, we gonna get it. Right, we gonna get that. We gonna get them. Yeah, we gonna get that one. I'm gonna skip up and go ahead and let Ms. Clark come on up. Ms. Clark, can you come up and see us, please? How you doing?
Good morning.
Hey, now. All right,
Thank you for taking the time
come to.
to speak with me and let me address this today.
Oh, where in the world?
This is my,
Your son. Hey, Ms. Clark.
assistant.
All right.
Okay. Well, the reason that I'm standing before you is because, all of you probably don't know, I'm disabled, retired, past 65, and I've been, trying to check on certain things to see whether or not I could get, I have homestead exemption, but to see whether or not I could get some of the additional things that the state offer, not just this state, but the other 48 states. But I'm not able to get it. For instance, there's a senior assessment freeze, which will allow you to freeze a senior citizen's
taxes on their homes.
Huh?
It's a lot of things that are available,
Mhm.
but when you ask about them, you don't get, you get a rebuttal, but it's not the kind you want.
You've talked to
because
our tax assessor?
I have. That's
Ms.
why
Sear,
I'm
would you
here.
come up?
That's why I'm here now. And I'm looking at the possibility of having my house reassessed along with some of the properties that I have, because the taxes are extremely high.
Ms. Sear? She's referring to her homestead, her actual home, for a reassessment. And she's in the golden age, and she also has assets that she's concerned with. You familiar with that?
Yes, sir.
Can you share that with us?
Ms. Clark does have homestead in place.
Okay.
She's asking about a freeze or something of that nature that my office is unfamiliar with.
You're not aware of that one?
I'm not aware of that.
Have you done any research? Have the attorney doing the research for you?
Certainly, I asked Ms. Clark if she would give Mr. Kendall Hines a call. He's at the Department of Revenue.
Uh-huh.
And speaking with Mr. Hines, he informed me
Uh-huh.
that this was something that was passed by the state legislature.
Uh-huh.
And in turn, it was vetoed by the governor,
Mhm.
which means that it is not in existence.
Mhm.
And that's the information that I got from Mr. Hines.
Can you provide us that in print,
Certainly see if I can get it.
please, so we can share it with Ms. Clark? Because she actually feels like there's a bill passed, and that is an opportunity for seniors like her and myself.
He is correct, I just Googled it.
There,
So if you would give us that in writing, Mr. Seard, and we can share that with Ms. Clark, and that way all of us in the golden age will know. Ms. Clark, anything else?
yes, there's a Senate bill that was passed in 2018.
Uh-huh.
And he's right, he's not aware of it. There are a lot of things his office is not aware of.
All right, let's be very measured now. You can share with us, but be
I
very
can,
careful.
when I say that there are a lot of things,
Uh,
what
uh.
he said is
But
not
show us what
complete.
you have that's factual that we can share with the attorney.
Do you know the Senate bill number, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Senate
Mr.
Bill
Griffin?
2578.
Senate Bill
You said
2578?
2578.
2018.
It was in 2018, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Griffin, we need you to do some research on that one
I'm looking at it
and
right now.
talk about how it impacts any exemptions or relief from a tax standpoint. Anything else, Ms. Clark?
Yes, I do have the exemption from what he says. And sometimes you can update them. Sometimes you can update them, but I've not been allowed to update them. And when you come and you ask questions, to be honest with you, there's so much they are not aware of, and therefore you don't get an opportunity
All right.
to express your opinion about certain things. you
So,
know.
do you have anything you're concerned with that you actually
Yes.
have printed copies or data that you can share with us this
Showed
morning?
it to 'em. Now I'm talking about the senior freeze.
You have that?
Ma'am, you said 2575.
I think that's, didn't it?
2578.
Oh, no, 2578, I said.
Yeah, give us whatever you have to share with us today. Since you say
Okay.
our assessor is not abreast of things, and you are, please share that information.
Okay, I mean, all this stuff is on
That's fine, but you have it with you now, right?
I do.
Okay,
Okay.
All right.
And two, in reference to the fact that I have homestead, I mean, the
all right, well,
fact that
give us
I
the first ones
am-
you were talking about first. Let's
I
take them
will.
one at a time.
I will.
Pass those on, please.
It's a lot of,
All right, now we've got those, now what else do you have?
trying to express to you, I showed you about the Senate bill.
Please,
Just trying to share with you that I'm disabled, I told you that,
okay.
but that's not being expressed with my taxes. It's
All right,
not
now,
showing.
now what exemption with the, hey, now,
Let my mama gather herself, get her thoughts out,
okay.
and we'll go from there. Go ahead, mama.
Hold up,
Okay.
brother, let me help you with something.
I understand, sir.
All right, let's be very measured, let your mother speak.
Yes, sir.
All right, come on, Ms. Clark.
That's what I was trying to tell you, but this is your house, I understand this, and you do
We
it
good,
your
Ms. Clark?
way.
We've been knowing each other a long time.
We have, but
We good. Come on with it. You all right.
Okay.
If I've been abrupt, I apologize.
You do it
Okay.
all the time.
The point I'm trying to make, though, is that the things that I'm allowed, I'm not getting it. I don't see the
We wanna-
reduction.
when you give us that info-
Reduction in my taxes in reference to me being disabled.
2018.
Because I'm
That's
over
fine.
65.
You was sent to your
That
phone.
is not being, and I've done the, sign up for homestead exemption, but I don't see that. You have, and I'm always told, well, your house is this side and that side, but there are other people that have houses my size and bigger out where I live. They paying something like $13 and they're the same age that I am,
Okay.
or younger or older. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm getting what is required
What's
for
due
me
you.
to get
Yeah.
as a senior citizen too. That's all I'm asking for.
Lee?
Can I just make a request? What we need to do is take everything you got, let our attorney and the tax assessor look at it and go over that and then report back
Mr.
to
Grip-
us if we're missing anything that we need to adopt or anything as a county. And that'd be, it cleared up for us, you know, 'cause like I said, there may be things that you have, but we'll, if we get that, all of that, and we can let our attorney, view all, I mean, go over all that and the tax assessor, and then maybe give us a report on our next meeting.
Yes,
That way
absolutely.
we have a better understanding of
Yeah.
what, you know, everything you're talking about. I know it's hard to get it all out in a few minutes, you know, what you're talking
No,
about.
it's not. If they are allowed, if I'm allowed to speak like you're speaking, it's not hard.
That way.
Well, I'm just saying that what we'll have to do, though, like I said,
No,
when,
you didn't.
when you tell us what it is, we still have to let the attorney and the tax assessor
over here.
look at that.
I understand. It's just a matter of being able to express clearly what you're saying. And in reference to a rebuttal to what, Mr. Sears said, I came to his office and asked him about some of these opportunities to get your taxes froze and all this. He was not aware of it. The people that work with him wasn't aware of it, and they did call down to, Jackson, and the guy wasn't familiar with it, but he looked it up. And that law was passed, but it does not go into effect until January of '27, okay? So, I even talked to Mr. Seard again about something, and he gave me a number to call, and the lady name is Sarah, and she expressed that there are all kinds of things available to help offset the taxes that elderly have to pay. He knew nothing about that. So what I'm saying is every time you approach him with something, he's unaware. And if he's
Griffin,
unaware, then it
I need you
allows
to
me
be
to
aware of this.
understand that I'm being
I need you to be
underserved
aware of this.
and just overcharged with my taxes. That's why I want the reassessment.
Okay. Now, there are a number of things, obviously, a number of opportunities. Ms. Clark, thank you for sharing that. But we need to do, Leah, you gonna take the lead on that?
That would be the motion to do that, to let the tax assessor and the attorney to review all the things that she was requesting and give us a report on the next
Second.
meeting. And that way, if we need to do anything as a county, I mean, because I'm sure if there's things out there, we would have to adopt that for the
Okay.
county, so.
Now, I need Ms. Clark updated prior to the meeting, just in case she would like to be here. Is that okay, Mr. Griffin?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ms. Clark, we would need, I think we meet on the sixth, is that it?
No, you can talk to us way before the 6th, for the next meeting.
Yeah, our next meeting will
Next
be the
meeting on the
6th.
sixth.
That's fine,
Okay.
but we need to know prior to, so she can be notified and be
We'll
here.
get something in advance of that, okay?
All right. Now, we need to make sure that everything Ms. Clark has presented, we actually cover that.
Okay.
Ms. Clark, have
Ms.
you've
Clark,
actually
would you
turned in
give
your
us a li-
documents, right?
Would you give us a list of
She turned it in.
She just handed it, Bernadine, I've handed it.
She
to
turned it, Bernadine making copies of it. She's turned it in. And kind of communicate, make sure we have it all.
Yes.
Can you think of anything else, Ms. Clark?
No, that's
No, between now and then.
now and then I will.
I'm a little bit over 65 myself,
Oh, that's all?
a little bit.
I thought we were.
You're not gonna get
That's
the
all
tax
right.
I'm 75, bruh. So,
You got
know.
all the tax relief you entitled.
Ms. Clark, I appreciate you, and we'll talk. All right, Mr. Clark, appreciate you, sir. Anything wrong, we do apologize. All right. All right, what other additions that we have? Oh, Ms. Bernadine's not here. Did we miss?
I have one, I have
DR what?
Marla Brooks, Delta Regional Authority.
Okay.
Actually, I'm asking the board to apply for funding with Delta Regional Authority through the CDAP program and the SIF program, and allow for the Forest Acres neighborhood for the flooding, and asking that South Delta administer the application.
All right, so you have a design work and everything, what the actual ask is and what the result's going to be, and how much are you requesting?
Well, that's why I'm asking at the request of Delta Regional Authority. I was on a call with them last week, and they said most applications done through South Delta. We've made the ask before on a federal program, but we did not get it approved. I don't know what happened. It was submitted to the congressman's office, and we didn't get funding. We know that flooding is a real problem in the Forest Acres community. Delta Region has dollars, so I'm just making an ask. Well, I'm gonna make a motion to apply to Delta Region Authority for the CDAP and the SIF dollars, and have South Delta to administer the application.
All right.
So you want to authorize South Delta to apply it?
Yes, on behalf of
that's
Washington
fine,
County.
But we have to know what the designs are, what the requirements are,
Well,
what
the
the specs
county,
are.
actually, we got something done some years ago through Burley Engineering, and it's just sitting there, and we haven't done anything. But right now, as I said, Delta Region Authority does have dollars, and I think we need to take advantage and try to get some of those dollars. So that's my motion.
Okay, I got a motion, but Ms. Brooks, where are the specs?
This again, Burley Engineer. We paid them. How much did we pay him, Ms. Carter? It was a pretty penny. It was about $15,000 or $20,000. They went in, they did an assessment, and it's just been sitting there. Delta Regional Authority did an ad on the local news about 2 weeks ago about the $33 million that are there. So I'm making an ask to apply for those dollars, the CDAP and the SIF, and have South Delta Planning administer the application.
Board, we need to support that ask, but as part of our records, we need to have the specs, so we'll know if we receive the funding, what we can expect at the end of the project.
Can we get this approved, and I'll give
Yes, we
you
can, and we're gonna do just that.
I will get you Burley's information that was submitted
We
to
just
this
need the
full
specs.
board
Motion.
years ago. I put the motion out there already.
Second.
Yeah, I got a second. But be clear, we have to have a copy of the specs. You do not, we will not go into a project that we don't know what to expect at the very end based on cost.
So-
I got a motion and a second. No other questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous, Ms. Holmes. And Ms. Brooks, as soon as you can, please get those specs.
Ms. Carter, didn't Burley email it to all of us at one time? I can just re-email it again, am I correct? Okay. Thank you so much. I re-email it again. See
Well,
what you
I've cleared
remember.
mine out since 4 years ago.
No worries, I re-email it to you
Okay.
again.
Any other additions?
Yes,
For
the
open
other addition is making requests for porta potties at the Kermit the Frog Museum. I had a chance to speak with Marcus Hooker, and the concern is that we are concerned that the bridge may fall, but we don't want it to fall. But if it does fall before they can get to work, because he said, first we got to prove to do the work. Hooker- Yeah, the board has to prove it. Hooker actually came in, had come in, did an assessment. He didn't follow back up with you.
Yeah.
All right, so he said that to order the pipes need to be done, it's gonna take 2 weeks for the companies to even get what is needed. Meanwhile, no one needs to use the bathroom at the Kermit the Frog Museum, because if you use, that's a sewage pipe. If the sewage pipes falls, the sewage falls into Deer Creek. But we don't want that, because people actually fish in Deer Creek. So I'm making a request to get a porta potty at the Kermit the Frog Museum, because we have so many people across the United States and internationally. They come and visit this museum, and we just want to make sure we have a nice porta potty out there, cause it is well visited.
Let me do this. Oh, go ahead, Lee, I'm
So
sorry.
we need, the water flow needs to, they need to shut that off
Yes,
completely now
completely.
and not use it
Yeah, and that's
right
my
now, is what
motion.
you're saying.
Lee,
Right, yeah.
Ms. Brooks, let me be very clear. Yeah, the bridge is falling. You've had a sag in the sewer line for years. The county owns the property where the Henson Museum sits. Now, you all can, but I'm not going to approve an outhouse for the Henson Museum. I'm not voting for it.
Well, you don't have to vote
Excuse
for
me,
it,
Ms.
you don't
Brooks.
live in Leland, of
Excuse
course
me,
you
Ms.
don't
Brooks.
care.
But no, I live in Mississippi. I live in Washington County. It's a major attraction. And of course, we've been attempting to get funding to replace that. My concern is, like I've shared with the mayor of Leland, you know, if there are sewage lines in the area that we're being charged for, bring a tap to the county property. And once you get it to the property like you do everyone else, we will hook to it. But I'm not for bringing in a porta-john, an outhouse, whatever it is. We need some resolution. Now, I'm not going to vote to do drillings under the road going across the street, down the street, and spend excess of $30,000 and hook to a city water line, and the taxpayers are immediately being charged a sewer fee in addition to that investment. I think if there was any other business other than the county in Leland who needed sewer service, the municipality has the obligation to provide that service, meaning bringing a tap to the property. I've talked to Mark about this. I've also talked to Mr. Lee about this. And that's just where I am, and I'm simply one vote in this business. I do not want to shut one of the major tourist attractions in Washington County. And we've been knowing this has been an issue for a minute, but nothing's happened until the old wood bridge started to fall over the sewer line that's actually got the wrong piping anyway for sewage. And I'm just waiting to hear what the city of Leland's willing to do for us as a paying recipient of a city service. Lee?
I understand what you're saying, but here's what we don't need to happen. I'm sure you've been in the building before.
Yeah.
Have all y'all visited that? Have you ever looked into books who visits that?
Yeah.
It's pretty
substantial,
impressive.
Yeah.
To the people that come
Extremely impressive.
around this country and around the world.
Yep.
I was surprised, to be honest with you. So the only thing I'm saying, Carl, is I understand what you're saying, but we don't need to wait till something happens and then people coming from all across the world, they see that, or across the country. And it's not like they're flooding in every day, but it is impressive, the people that come through there. So I would make a suggestion. Yeah, you can still get with the city to see what they're going to do. This is not a vote on how we fix this. This is a vote to stop using it while it's in such bad shape. So what I would do now, I kind of see where you're going. I don't necessarily want to see a outside that building. I do understand that. Why don't we do? It is a nice place, and it would not cost. And this is just for a short time.
Okay.
I think we need to get the nicer one with the AC.
But that's what I'm talking about,
Okay.
the deluxe, that's the motion.
So I would say we at least, until we see what it is, we don't need it to happen, so I would second that.
Thank you.
All right, any other questions? Any other concerns? We got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I
Motion
would just like
carries.
to say
Now,
this,
let me
Mr.
do this. Hold up. How much can we have to cover the cost? Or does it matter? No, it don't.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be there that long. I think we're okay. We'll look at it in a couple months to see, but we need to be moving forward. Either the city's doing something, or we're doing something, or there's some movement on that.
All right.
You know?
I don't want this to be,
Just out there for a year from now.
Well,
and then there's no resolution or no attempt to treat the museum fairly within the corporate limits of Leland.
Mr. President, I spoke with Mr. Hooker on Friday and did a follow-up with him. He is talking with the city, but the same token, at Mr. Hooker's assessment, the sewage is only for that particular facility. So the concern is, the reason why we're doing the nicer porta potty, number one, so we won't have to close the Kermit the Frog Museum down, number one. But number two, from what he brought to my attention, I don't know if he spoke to other board members, unfortunately he's not here, he said it all falls on Washington County, not the city of Leland.
All right, well, let me help you, Ms. Brooks.
Now, he said this on
We
Friday.
don't do utilities. I did have a conversation with Mr. Hooker. Washington County, we don't do utilities. We pay the city of Leland a sewer bill. And we look for that service to be continued. And we're gonna do the temporary fix,
Well, the board just
but
voted it.
that is not an excuse for everybody to step back and let it fall. No.
Well, it's not so
And we'll
much
do
to
that.
let it
Now, what that
fall.
means is, we're going to have to isolate, oof, my God, the water coming in as well. Is that what I'm hearing?
That is correct.
Okay.
Now, for
So we'll
clarity,
shut that off as soon as we get the new system in.
for clarity,
And we'll
Mr.
provide
Go ahead on.
water to it.
For clarity,
We'll
Mr.
set that up
President,
immediately.
I did bring this to the board's attention 2 years ago that
Oh,
it was
Ms.
leaning.
Brooks.
And it was, if you said like all of a sudden, when we had a real bad storm, this ice storm really made it even worse. And I brought it back to the board's attention again. Now we at a place that the bridge is almost about to fall in the creek. My biggest concern is to ensure that we don't have sewage falling into Deer Creek where people actually fish. And that's why I brought this to
Okay.
this board. I know you have a problem with it, but I want to thank the
No,
board members
I don't
for
have a
being
problem, Ms. Brooks.
considerate of
I
the
just think you remember when
citizens
you
that
didn't know where the
actually-
museum was.
There you go again, talking over Marla Brooks.
All right.
I just want to thank you all for supporting this measure, even though the president was against it.
I'm not against it. Go ahead, Lee.
Question, is the water supply coming across that bridge also, or just the discharge?
Just the
That's just
discharge.
discharge.
Okay, well then,
Just the
and, yeah,
discharge.
of course, you wouldn't, I mean, the water, and even if it was, if the, you know, the water line,
you know,
that's a
the-
different story. But if it's isolated on the other side of the bridge, you know, that way,
Yeah.
okay,
Now,
gotcha.
we've made a ask from the state delegation for the last 2 years, 350,000, just to make that, to mitigate that and square it away. But we have not been successful with the upgrades and renovations at the Jim Henson Museum, even though it's a nationally world-renowned tourist attraction. But we're gonna go ahead and take this step and move forward, but we do need some answer from the city of Leland as to how we move forward, because this particular portable service is not long-term.
I got one other thing.
Come on with it.
What's the, moving forward, what do we do? Because of course, the bridge is the county's, the bridge itself is connected to
Well,
the.
that's what they tell me, but
Yeah.
okay.
So what I'm saying, as far as moving forward, even not replacing it, we need to be moving forward, tearing it down. And you know, because the line itself is just on the stilts or the footing of it. So the bridge is falling. What's going to cause problems when the bridge falls itself? We need to move forward, at least getting it down, you know.
I
Okay.
spoke
I
with
was-
Mr. Hooker about that, and he said the biggest piece is the drainage part first, and that's what they're waiting on. He said to even, you know, if the board goes forward with, it would take 2 weeks just to get what is needed to start the process
Process of,
of tearing the bridge down, also dealing with the sewage as well.
okay. Now, we're gonna go ahead and move expeditiously to put the portable unit in place, and we'll make sure there's adequate service for water in the building for consumption and sanitation within the mobile unit. We'll make that happen real quick. And then we'll shut everything off. And we're gonna come back with an estimate to go ahead and remove that eyesore. Is that okay? I need a motion and permission to move forward.
So moved.
Second.
Had a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Anything else? Any other addition?
No, thank you.
Just a thought, and we don't have to vote on it today. You know, what we could do in this situation that would help us moving forward and would save us some money. You know, when the Sportsplex was built, there was no bathroom on the front part up there with the men's softball field and women's softball field. And we were thinking at one time how we put, bathrooms up there. Maybe instead of us renting one, why don't we buy one like we done out at Warfield? It's ours, we put it, and we have no month other than just having it serviced. We buy it, And then when we're done with it, we could still use it.
always have it.
Yeah, we always have it. So that way, we're not paying a monthly fee for it, and then if we need it ever somewhere else. But like I say, if it stays there 3 months, it's no big deal to us, because you really wouldn't need it till probably next year anyway out there. But that would be something that we would have, and we could use it in the other way. But
Some
I'm just,
of- I
yeah.
think we should get
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, 'cause it's about, I think we paid about $28,000 for the last one, didn't we, Teresa, somewhere in that neighborhood? Yeah, so I'd second that, and get our own and just have it
Right.
serviced. Yep.
Okay, I had a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And we'll put that in when we go into budget session, make sure we include
Gotcha.
these items, please.
Gotcha.
All right, what else have I missed before I go to the audience? Oh, the additions, we good? I guess we are. Mark? Mark? You want to see us? All right,
You got a couple folks in the audience.
I do. I got it in my corner.
Yeah.
Ms. Watkins, you want to see us? What's your name and state your business, and we'll add you to the agenda. Come on up. Can't hear you.
That's a lady and a man.
Good morning.
Quisha Watkins, Washington County Coroner, requesting travel for continuous education hours to Biloxi, Mississippi, the 22nd through the 26th at the Golden Nugget. The coroner department is requesting registration costs of $350 to be taken down, as well as to cover lodging.
You got a copy of that, Ms. Carter? You don't?
Some of,
I got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
I also would like to thank the Board of Supervisors for the county vehicle. It is much appreciated and needed.
Okay, let me do this for you. You know, I went into the loaner vehicle that you were using the other day. And when I opened the back door, to my surprise, there was a gift. A what? A body bag. Come on now. But we good.
she's doing her job.
Huh?
She's doing her
But-
job.
And something else, I closed the door real quick. Oh, no, I'm gonna call you. Come and get that one. But that was a little different. I wasn't quite ready for that one. But anytime we can be of service, do not hesitate. All right.
Thank you so much.
Do you need anything else from us?
I've got
Lee?
one thing I'd like to say to her. You know, you don't hear a lot from her or anything like that, and I've had, I'm not gonna say the privilege, because it's been in bad situations, having to deal with the coroner, but she shows a lot of compassion, and I appreciate that, you know, I've seen, and even to my family in certain times, so, and like I say, kind of out of sight, out of mind. A lot of people don't think about her job and stuff and what she does, but I guess if I had to say one thing, you know, in that line of work, just being compassionate with people at the right time is so important, and I promise you, I appreciate it, I really do, and I know other people appreciate it, so, hey, that kind of work never goes unnoticed, so I just wanted to kind of, you know, it's one thing to tell somebody personally, but just share it out with, you know, other people too, but I appreciate it. You're doing a really good job. Thank you.
All right. Thank you here. Appreciate you. We'll talk shortly. Shortly. Did I miss anyone?
Mr. President,
Hey,
we
now.
got two people here. I think they want to speak.
Did we miss anyone?
I would like to speak.
Tell us your name and who you are, and you come on up, Miss Cynthia.
Cynthia Prestiana.
Come on up, please. Give us your name.
Cynthia Prestiana.
Once you get to the mic. And then state your reason for being here.
Cynthia Prestiana.
Cynthia Prestiana.
Yes, ma'am.
And husband and wife. We're transplants from Sharkey County. If that tells you anything. We lost everything in the tornado. I'm gonna begin with, we have 3 children. Our youngest, God's gift to us, is autistic. So at 27 years old, this young man lost the only home he had ever had. We wandered for a year between places. These kids, young people, don't do good with change. It's like a plant. Is it don't flourish or is it don't die? We had insurance, but not enough to rebuild. By the time you replace 2 used vehicles, clothing, everything that we lost in the tornado. We had cash left. I found this place on Facebook, went in our budget, what we had cash. These people, fools as we are, out and out bought. I'm putting my son down. I'm giving him a foundation. 6 months in a FEMA trailer for a man like that 3 times a month you got people beating on your door, maintenance, you're in your caseworker, and he's like a shotgun. He's got PTSD. He's lost everything. I put him down. We got him in the bridge into Cleveland. Water heater starts leaking around the ice storm. These people sold us a trailer infested with black mold. I have been to South Washington County Coalition. I have been to the health department. I have been, you name FEMA. I went to Carrollton. They only here for the ice storm. They give us a FEMA trailer for 6 months. $1,037 a month is what they charged us to rent a FEMA trailer. And all we get is Social Security. And nobody's helping us. I just want y'all aware that we are Washington County residents now. And I'm pleading with anybody for anything. We on Wilmot Road. And we fix to move out and live in a trailer, in a tent, in the heat. I'm thermal. It's in my body. We've been in it 2 years.
Ma'am,
Please. Thank you, Ms. Brown.
During the time of the storm, did y'all get any assistance from FEMA? Because I know they bought a lot of brand new
We
FEMA
had more than
trailers too.
41,000 insurance. So we qualified for nothing other than to get a FEMA trailer to stay in.
But I'm talking about the brand new FEMA trailers. Because they had a
Yes.
lot of brand new FEMA
It was
trailers.
a brand new
Okay.
16 by 80, you know, not a functional trailer for a family.
Right. The little small one.
Yeah. But I had to get out. I had to get my son out of that environment.
Because it was just too small.
Well, it's just, you got a room about this
Right.
size, then maybe twin bed, and then a closet that's about this big. I mean,
So your
but we
home.
bought this place, and we've got to get out of it.
So my next question is, your home location in Sharkey County, was that, did you have a home, you had a home there, were you renting there?
Oh, home, 41 years, home.
Okay, so did y'all apply for some of the funding to assist citizens who lost their homes?
Do
And
what now?
did y'all apply for the funding to assist people with
Yolanda
the home?
Horn from South Delta House, that South Washington County Coalition. I met with her at the Methodist Church in Rolling Fork. And she was our caseworker. And I'm gonna try to, she's talking and she's like, give me a minute, I'm having brain fog, I've been exposed to black mold, hold on, I gotta get my, and I mean, she takes us, we stay in Vicksburg, we had a dear friend that let us stay in his daddy's apartment in Vicksburg for nothing. The day after tornado, where would we don't be? And she comes down there and takes us to 2 places that were worse than my tore up house. We'll take your insurance money and rehab this for you. Showed me 2, and I was like, no ma'am. So when I called her, she said, you told me you didn't need me anymore. You was going back to Rolling Fork. So she closed my case.
Mr. President.
Hey, now.
Is it possible we could get our FEMA guy, what's his name, just did the report about some money to help with housing, Mr. Stewart, if he can reach out to the Sharkey County FEMA person to Emergency Management to help identify what the status is for starters, because they do have funding to assist people with housing when you have natural disasters. I really can't answer, but we, like, for instance, we just had a gentleman come here to try to apply for some funding for 10 houses, homeowners whose homes were destroyed
Right.
through a natural disaster.
Right.
My biggest concern, if we can get our guy to reach out to Sharkey County's person, whoever that is, I'm not sure, to start an assessment so that they can maybe have to do an application on y'all's behalf to try to get some assistance for lodging in Sharkey County. Because that's what's gonna
I'm
have to
not
start.
going back to Sharkey.
Oh, you don't
County.
wanna go back to Sharkey
No.
County? Okay.
I have Josephine in Cleveland.
Yeah, what?
That bus picks him up here.
Okay. Well, maybe we can
He's
see.
rocking it. They doing a play Thursday, and
Okay.
he's lead man.
All right, could we have Mr. Stewart to see, do an assessment, to see what Washington County can do to assist? Because I don't know at this point, because I know you lost house in Sharkey County, but I don't know
And now
what
we're
Washington.
fixing to lose it all a second time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So can you speak to Mr. Stewart to
I
see?
prefer you did.
Okay, I'll speak with Mr. Stewart
Yeah.
to see what assistance we
And
can
manage that
find
effort.
to assist. If you would give your information to Ms. Carter, I will follow back up with you to
Okay.
see what opportunities may afford you all for the shortcomings you're having.
Okay.
Please
All
make
right,
sure
well,
you
I
have
think-
all the contact
Yes,
information in place.
And we do have people that are buying us a used home. I don't know how far ahead it'll be. Right now, we're blanketed off and staying in what we think is the healthiest part of the
Yes, ma'am.
place.
The
Okay.
used home, what location is that? Is that in
On
Washington County?
Wilmont Road.
On Wilmont
out by
Road.
Rick's.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it gonna be a
It's a
mobile
double wide
house?
road.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I was just saying, we got somebody to donate us a trailer,
Amen.
and we need some dirt.
We
to
need
take it
dirt
over,
work and some stuff.
And power hookup.
So-
And
I'll
we'll
get
get
to
fixed
let
up
you-
then, we can get some help on here.
Miss,
sir.
Miss
I'll follow
Brooks
back
is
up
your
with y'all.
contact.
She'll get
I'm
your
gonna write
number.
down- I'm
Yeah,
gonna
write it
write
down,
down
give it to her, and I'll
your
follow
information.
back up with y'all, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Sit here, right?
Yes, ma'am. All right. Y'all have a, yes, sir, y'all have a
Appreciate
good
you.
one.
All right. Did we miss anyone in the audience? We good? Hey, now. Oh, no, we got our executive session. This you got a regular report, Miss Lee. Come on with it. Hey, now.
Bring to the board, all the abalone that we had collected for the month of May in the amount of $407,660.18.
So moved to accept.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The check is attached.
Check. All right.
That's all I have.
That's it? All right. Now, Coleman High School Annual Alumni, Alumni Committee requesting permission to serve alcoholic beverages at the reunion, Washington County Convention Center on July 31st
So moved.
through August 2nd. I got a motion. I need a second. I'm gonna second it. Hey, thank you, Jerry. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed?
Nay.
I got one nay. Motion carries. They're not here, but we'll make sure that they get with the sheriff department and make sure they have the necessary paperwork in order to proceed. Now, hopefully 17 and other things are part of your report. The the YMD. If you don't, I'll come back and get that. We've got Miss Lee's, okay. Dump. All right, I'm gonna go over and get Miss Carter. Oh, that's on you. Okay, we'll get that when we come to you. Miss Carter? Hey now. 10:39.
We have expended 75.9% of our budget through June 15th, compared to 75%.
Oh.
Total receipts deposited May 26th through June 11th, total $144,481.21. I am requesting board approval of our claims docket totaling $478,849.70.
So moved.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Now, board, pay close attention. We are 4% over, right, Ms. Carter?
Yes.
You're 4% over budget.
0.9%.
4.9%, almost. You, say that? 0.9%?
0.9, not 4.9, 0.9.
Ms. Carter, let me stretch that out if you don't mind. Give me that mistake. 0.9. I'm sorry, 0.9. 4% sound like a fear factor, you know what I'm talking about? Cut back on the spending. This is what month? June, and we're going to budget session when? July.
Next month,
Yeah,
in a few weeks.
in a few weeks. All right, I'm sorry, Ms. Carter.
Barbara Parker, circuit clerk, is requesting travel to attend the Mississippi Policy Conference on August 6th through 8th in Tunica, Mississippi, with estimated cost of $1,500.
So moved.
Got a motion? And a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
The circuit clerk is also requesting travel to attend the annual circuit clerk summer conference on July 6th through 10th in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, with estimated cost of $968.23.
Motion?
moved.
I got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. That's unanimous.
The Juvenile Detention Center Director is requesting travel to attend the Mississippi Association of Juvenile Detention Professionals quarterly meeting on June 17th in Vicksburg, Mississippi, with estimated cost of $0.
So moved.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I am requesting travel for Shakaria Davis to attend the PERS Employer Training Seminar on July 17th.
So
in
moved.
Gulfport, with estimated cost of $500.
So moved.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I got a question.
Hey, now.
Charlie, so would you check it sometime and, you know, PERS usually, will come in every so often and have meetings and kind of just gives the you know, before I retired, I didn't really know that, and I got in on one right at the last, and it's not necessarily for the,
We can barely get PERS through our insurance open enrollment. Like,
Really?
they're,
Really? Did they say would change?
and then they'll tell us they'll come, but then they don't show.
because, you know, there's things out there, like I say,
PERS has
there's,
changed a lot.
yeah, okay.
A lot.
Okay.
They invite you to Zoom
Yeah, they
sessions
do a
now.
lot of
Huh?
virtual sessions.
Okay. Well, you know, like I said, there's some things that they offer too, you know, and you need to know that earlier in your
advance,
career,
right,
that, you know, instead of at the end of it, you know, so if there's any way possible, I don't know if you could set something up even
Oh, and
on,
what we're doing too, as certain people reach retirement, we do keep track of it and then let them know as well.
That's too late.
We communicate with our with the employees.
That's too late. Because the
Yeah,
opportunities.
I'm talking about on certain things, like I said, on the deferred comp, I mean, not deferred comp.
Yes, it
but
is.
yeah,
We
there's several.
include that with their high package too.
Okay.
So we explain that part.
Okay.
The road department is requesting to purchase 3 tractors with cutters from Wade Incorporated that are on state contract with a price of $344,184.75.
Is it in their budget?
This is what y'all approved during budget session.
Okay, so moved.
So moved. Second.
Tommy?
Because actually,
Y'all the equipment committee now, yeah, what y'all recommending? Okay. I got a motion and a second, you ready?
that's why they complaining about the road.
I got a motion and a second, you ready?
I got a mistake.
You ready, Jerry?
Okay, actually, I could kind of go along with the guy. They probably was cutting.
Oh, my God.
And the tractors quit. They did it last week. They was cutting, and they said there's something about the fuel injection or something. And this is
Okay.
9 o'clock in the morning.
I thought you were gonna talk about the tractor behind the double quick.
It must be, they say it was like this. So I
All right, I'm just saying. I got a motion and a second. Any other questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The Sportsplex is also requesting to purchase 1 Kubota tractor with attachments on state contract in the amount of $48,702. And they do have those funds in their budget.
What they're trying to do, they don't have a big moving stuff they had to borrow from Jeremy, and this is supposed to be with attachments with forklifts, everything, and.
Where they gonna keep it at?
Now, that's the question, we might need to find out where they're gonna keep it at first, yeah, you know, because again, you don't want it just sitting out in the open, I agree, yeah. Yeah, we need to check on that, to see,
Pending on,
yeah, having somewhere to store it, yeah. But
So
this
you-
should be able, that way they can do a lot of stuff without going to get.
so your
Jeremy.
motion is what?
To approve it, but we also need to see where they're gonna store it.
Pending storage.
Storage, yeah.
location.
Why they gonna store it somewhere at the convention center until?
I don't know, we had to figure, Nick, I don't think
All they
that
gotta do
thing
is put
they
it
got
back
out
in the
there-
shop.
Cause we
Well, hold on, you know, that
they
big
don't
building,
need it- They don't need to put it in nobody's house.
Well, what I think we might can do, that 110 building out there, there's nothing in it. Remember, that used to be the Bluesman's dress, you know, that thing's just, it's just one big open.
I know
walked
you're
through it,
talking
don't
about.
But it's able to be secured.
Oh, yes, but now it would have to be a door put in it so they could drive it in. We'll find out where they can put
I
it.
second your motion.
I got a motion and a second.
And we'll figure out where we
And
can
this
do
is
it.
state contract.
Oh, yeah. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries. But in the meantime, if you have to, store it in the shop, because that building doesn't have power.
No, they found the power. They figured it out the other day. It was a problem, and they figured it out the other day.
We don't need to lose another
No,
truck.
I agree. No,
Another
we'll make
track.
sure there's security.
Don't need to lose one.
Another track.
I ain't gonna say, the word ain't lose.
Leave that alone. I am so sorry, Ms. Carter.
Okay, requesting payment in the amount of $156,173.15 to J.J. Ferguson for pay number 2 for construction work done on CRSA 0616, Winterville, Priscilla Road, and we do have those funds.
Some of them.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries.
Also, payment in the amount of $173,966.33 to N.L. Carson for pay number 1 for CRSA 0616, 114, Winterville, Priscilla Road. We have those.
So moved.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed, motion carries.
Also, payment in the amount of $71,088.99 to McBride LLC for pay number 5 for construction work done on ERBR 7609 surveillance.
So moved.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries.
And payment in the amount of $339,423.27 to Century Construction Group for pay number 7 for work done on ERBR 7608 Avondale Road.
So moved.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries.
So, the E911 reverse auction that did happen, so I need to know what would be the board's decision. You guys wanted to run the reverse auction to kind of see
What
where
was the price?
Where are they?
It is right here.
On,
The outdoor warning system, so the amount was what? The small amount was
Yep.
724,000,
Where's
Yep.
David?
and the next was 725,000.
Where's David?
Jackson Communication Incorporated.
he's recommending, if the board approves it, to go with the lowest Jackson.
So he's not here to say that and be on record. That's a problem. But okay. Board comfortable?
I'm comfortable going with the lowest. if
Board's
this is-
comfortable?
yeah,
Motor-
I think we
Motorola.
need to move forward on it for sure, but we
So
just need to
moved.
identify some funds and where we're gonna do it. But we're moving into the new budget session, and it's not like this is gonna happen tomorrow. So I
Right.
would second it.
I move
We
we-
we definitely need to move forward
Move
on
forward
this.
with.
I got a motion.
Motorola.
The
somebody.
lowest, okay.
What the lowest, yeah, this them.
All right, I got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries.
Okay, requesting approval for officials to attend the 95th annual MML conference on June 29th through July 1 in
Yeah.
Biloxi, Mississippi, with estimated cost of $1,500.
Absolutely
So
not.
moved.
MML?
Yes. I
That's
go
Mississippi
every year.
Municipal League. Who is that?
I go every year.
Oh, no, I can't
like
approve
to
that.
go.
There's a motion on the floor? Absolutely not. That's a motion on the floor? Can I get a second?
What's the benefit of that?
Well,
No.
the reason why I go to MML, number one, is totally different from MAS. MAS really just talks about streets, roads, state law. MML is totally different. You're gonna find out everything you need to know about a municipality, like the dog situation, play stuff, state law. I mean, it's just a wealth way larger than what we have, and really it helps out on trying to find funding. With MAS, it's just strictly about roads, but it's more to running a government than roads, streets, state law. MML gonna talk about from a dog pound to litter to anything you have an issue in living in a municipality or county government. They have it there, and I really encourage each of you to go because it's so much there that I can't take it all, to be honest. Every board member should go to it. MML has a very good conference.
All right, I got a motion on the floor. It
What's
did
your-
not,
What's your objection to that though, Carl?
it's no benefit from us. If there anything that we need from a supervisor standpoint, MAS provides that. If you think you're being cut short, you communicate that.
I
and
have.
and improve the agenda. I'm not spending those kinds of tax dollars, you know, to go down to a municipal league conference that's geared for municipal elected officials.
Well, actually, at the
No,
conference,
and
you
that's
know,
excuse me,
at the
Ms. Brooks.
conference-
Ms. Brooks, please.
Hold on, hold on.
That's why I'm not supporting it. There's no benefit in it. She's gone, like she said, she's gone for a number of times.
I go numerous
Have you ever
times.
gotten a report? Have you seen any benefit in that investment?
I have.
Excuse me, please. Have any of you, the three of you, seen any benefit in it? If you have, vote for it. If you have not, be fiscally responsible and do not waste tax dollars for a vacation.
First of all, it's not a vacation for me. I go to classes, like others don't go to classes. I will say the thing is, it helps you to find ways to leverage dollars with your municipality. And so I'm not the only county that has representatives going to MML. Even your legislators go down there, because really it's just identifying how do we leverage all our dollars together. There's other counties that send their supervisors down there as well, because you want to identify what are the issues in your cities, because like each of us, we all have municipalities within our district, and you want to identify what the issues are on how do we address the issues, because the problems we have is not all about county. It's about county and cities leveraging and working together to address issues. And actually, we have been doing more of that, coming back as me being a municipal elected official. At one time, we didn't see too much work where the county and the city was working together. Now we are doing so much. I see a lot going on in Hollandale that hadn't been done in the past, in Leland and in Arcola, because we are actually working and leveraging dollars together. And I think we need to continue to go and see what opportunities are available with us so we can work and get additional dollars together in our community.
I got a motion on the floor. If it don't have a second,
Oh. So you think that it's benefiting the county
Yes,
from that?
period.
Okay.
Because it's so much more than what MAS said. I'm not knocking MAS, but MAS is all about state aid, roads, what the state law say you can spend the money on, and that's it. But it doesn't talk about how do you run a government, because it's more to a government. It could be to how you dealing with children, how do you dealing with litter, how you dealing with playtime. I mean, they got everything that a county is dealing with the same issues as a municipality. It's just that it's just two different entities. That's all it is.
I'll do this. I'll vote for you to go this time if you'll come back and give us, say, hey, this is what we can benefit
no
from.
problem.
So-
I
so
invite everybody to go if they want to go.
And see if it benefits us in any kind of way.
Okay.
But I'd like to see
Well,
how it
thank you.
benefits.
I got a motion and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? One nay. Motion carries. Anything else?
Okay, I did have two quotes, one from Lee's Plumbing, one from Upchurch, and it was the Jim Henson Museum for new lift station and sewer force main to city sewer.
What does that mean? Say me that again.
For the Jim Henson Museum,
Uh-huh.
for lift station install.
So move.
Hold up. What is that? What are you doing? How much is that?
Upchurch is $25,800, Lee's Plumbing is $22,800.
Let me ask you this.
Now, where's Lee
Why in
Plumbing
the wor-
located?
Go ahead, Ms. Carr. Ms. Brooks, I'm
Where's
sorry,
Lee
Ms. Brooks.
Plumbing located?
Huh?
Where's Lee Plumbing located?
Well, I think this is a separate,
It
who
is.
did you get that from?
Engineer.
The engineer?
I move we go to SEC,
Well,
Lowe's.
I think we need to hear from the engineer first to make sure what we're
You
moving
will.
forward on, because if this is part of the, yeah, I'd like to hear from the engineer on this.
Let me say something.
Well,
You
yeah.
good, Lee?
Yeah, I'm good.
Ms. Brooks, you okay?
I have a motion to.
You okay?
I have a motion to move forward.
You got a
because
motion on the floor, I recognize that.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm okay with, I
All
talked
right,
to him
then.
about it, and he explained.
I don't have a second yet, Ms. Brooks.
Okay.
Can I speak?
You asked was I good, I'm gonna explain, but go ahead on. I'll explain after you. How about that?
Let me do this, board. Tell me another business in Leland that has their own lift station, that have their own sewer treatment, a lift station does just that. It has an emulsifier or a grinder, and it pumps and moves what used to be solids down the
The
line.
school has one, the vocation center right across the street.
Well,
from
if that's the
permanent frog.
case-
They have their own as well.
If that's the case, why doesn't the city bore under the street, put a tap on the county property, and put ties to that lift station?
I
Why
think,
would you invest another $20,000, $30,000, and the minute you hook the city to it, they're gonna give you a sewer bill, and you've invested $30,000 already?
I think,
Why would you do that?
the reason why
It just doesn't make sense to me. If I was investing and about to build a business or a home within those corporate limits, I would like to think I wouldn't be asked to put in a lift station. I would be asked and tied to a tap that's been brought within my property line. Could be on the city right away, but it gives me access. I don't have to bore under the street. I don't have to put in a lift station in order to be charged for a utility. Make it make sense. That's just me. I got a motion. I need a second. It's gonna die for lack of a second. Gonna die for lack of a second. Motion's dead.
I have a question.
Come on.
I think that if our engineer, that we all have so much faith in, made the recommendation, I think we should follow the engineer.
That motion's
He
dead.
went to school for this, not you.
That motion's dead.
I understand, but I'm just
Thank
bringing
you.
it back to the board's attention.
All right, where are we, Ms. Carter?
I got a question.
Hey, Lee, come on.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
the problem is, it's not what we need to hear from the engineer first. But I'm not against it, I'm just not gonna vote for it at this time, because I'm just not sure at what point does this all come together with the new bridge. But the lift station, in my mind, what it'd be used for, if the sewer is going across the creek, which it is, that sewage system's lower, it's gotta have a lift station to push it out, that's what I would think.
That
But that would be, but I'm not, the reason I'm not gonna
Can you get
second
him on
is
the phone?
because
Okay.
See if we can
we're
get him on the
voting
phone,
on
'cause they
this
need
and
to
we
move
don't,
forward.
we don't have all the information, we'll just,
I
I would say table it until the next meeting.
Well, I asked her, could she get him on the phone, because
Oh,
timing
no,
is
no,
of the
no,
essence.
we moving.
Because what he said to me is
No,
that
absolutely
if
not.
we approve it today, it's gonna take 2 weeks just
No.
to even get the material.
You're not,
Yeah,
you're not.
and what I'm saying is,
So that
it-
means we talking about a whole month that we could actually stop the
That's
bridge
crazy.
from falling in the creek.
No.
yeah, now,
Let me-
what I'm saying is, if we're talking about redoing that bridge, we're,
Mm-mm.
we're talking about redoing the bridge, we're just gonna leave the bridge hanging?
No, you're
we're
gonna take it
talking
down.
about-
It
Okay,
goes
just
away.
let me
we're talking about
finish.
tearing it
We're
down.
talking about redoing the bridge.
It goes
So
You should get
I'm
the
just
phone.
saying, why, we're getting ahead of ourselves, with the lift sta, I need to just ask him some questions, all I'm saying. How do we need, I know at some point you may need the lift station, do we need it now, do we do it after the bridge is done? Because if we're getting a porta potty out there or that, then we're not gonna be using the septic system right now. So we just need to hear from him. I would say table it until we hear from him.
Ms. Brooke,
That's all I have.
all right. I want you all to do this. Sewage across the creek, that's over. You're not gonna continue to do that. That's over.
Yeah, because we're putting the.
If you wanna
restaurants
build
out
that
there.
bridge across the creek, different story. A utility across the creek, no. It was, if you look at even the color of the pipe, it's white.
Right.
PVC, that's wrong.
Where's it going right now?
It going across there.
That's exactly right. So
But
there's
it
gotta be a
doesn't-
plan how we redo this, and I still haven't
The-
heard the plan, and that's the reason we need to hear from the engineer what the
Well,
plan is.
the lift station actually involves, I can assure you, a boring.
Going under the ground. Gotcha. And that's what I'm saying, we need to hear from that. This is nothing we can't table till we hear from the engineer.
Okay. Anyone else on
So
this?
I'd make a substitute motion that we table that until we hear from the
All right.
engineer.
That's a substitute motion.
It is.
Is accepted. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Ms. Carter,
That's it.
you sure? All right. Ms. Holmes? Can't hear you.
Kimberly Alexander, principal Patricia Allen, Food Service Director. Andrea Brown, Federal Programs Director. Eddie Butler, Principal. Tiffany Turner Davis, Administrator. Easter Broadway Divide, Principal. Jennifer T. Edwards, Special Education Director. Terrence Hill, Assistant Superintendent. Christy Nichols Perry James, Principal. Dr. Candace Jernigan, Technical Center Director. Kamaya Richardson, Business Manager. Shonda Norwood Riley, Principal. Alicia John Shaw, Principal. And Brittany Toole, Principal. All Plymouth County School District employees found.
That was- I got a motion on the bonds. I got a second on the bonds. Any questions? All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, I have the certification, exemption certification for Producers Rice Mill from the Department of Revenue. I need the board to accept this certification and authorize the president to sign your final resolution.
So moved.
Got a motion and a second. Everybody understand? Yep. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
I have correspondence from State Treasurer David Ray about the Forest Service fiscal year payment in the amount of $3. And to authorize the president of the board to sign.
So moved.
Got a motion? Thank you, Jerry. Got a second. Jerry Redmond. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
We have the YMD Joint Water Management District Tax Levy and resolution. We need to copy that to the minutes.
Number 17. I need a motion. I need a motion.
Second.
And a second.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Brooks. Thank you, Supervisor Ward. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
We need the board to accept the April term grand jury report.
So moved.
I got a motion? I need a second. I'm gonna second it, come on, I'm gonna second it, but go ahead, Ms. Brooks.
I have a question, just on this copy, they just said about everything we need to do, is that correct?
Deficiencies, yeah.
All the deficiencies, thank you. So, it's just everything in Washington County. This is not all, we're not responsible. We do have to reach out to, like, for instance, they got stuff with the city of Greenville.
They get a copy.
They get a copy. How do we follow up to ensure that these
What we normally
issues
do.
are addressed?
Things that we,
With the
Ms.
municipality.
The
Ms. Griffin,
municipality
Ms.
schools.
Griffin. Now, you know we have no,
No,
we turn ours over to Mr. Jeremy Smith to make sure the county's issues are resolved.
Okay, but I'm just
Now, the
saying,
city gets that same
They're
report.
responsible for theirs. They get a copy of the report.
okay, because we really don't have much on here, but we do the county itself. But I just look at, it's a lot going on in the entire county. So,
Yeah.
listen, but do they hold us accountable for it?
No, not for the municipalities. They're
Or the
responsible.
schools?
Nor the schools.
Okay.
Now, Ms. Carter, Ms. Brooks, I am so sorry. But what you do, you look at and see what's a repeat offense.
Okay.
What was on the last report that we as Washington County had not resolved.
So the next question is, how often do they do this?
I mean,
If
you
we
look
get-
at the repeat offenses for the county.
If,
Right.
She wanna, how often do they do the inspection? Once a year?
No,
They
they
just do it
Twice.
annually?
No, they do it more than once a year.
Twice a,
Every grand jury.
Yeah.
how many grand juries do we have a year then? Let me ask that question.
Fine.
So we do it 5 times a year?
How many times you get the report is what you're asking.
Oh, I don't know, that's what I'm
That's what,
asking.
how many times we get the report from the grand jury? I say, I know that we get it twice. I'm accustomed to getting it twice, not 5 times a year.
So like,
Me.
for instance, say we need new chairs, no visible damage.
Where?
In the Washington County Courthouse.
They're
Then it
supposed to be
said
updated.
need sitting, I saw that and I brought this up, the ceiling, it does, I was just in the
All right,
courthouse.
but then
y'all,
once you
couldn't
have
do
it, what do? We take it, we review it, and we pass it on to the appropriate individual department and get it resolved, and then we'll go public,
So guess what, we really
and
don't,
then we'll go public.
it's not bad, but guess what, it can be easily addressed.
Thank you.
It's nothing major.
We need ratification on that. That's fine. We're gonna do that.
The leak spots, that one leak spot over there in
In the courthouse, I saw it back there.
Okay.
in the district attorney's office.
Everybody got it? The ratification of a resolution for Mrs. Florence Weathersby?
So moved.
Got a motion?
Oh,
And a second.
Second.
All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Anything else? You're good. All right. We've already taken care of number 18, the Coleman High School permission for the,
Yes.
say yeah. Say yeah. I know you pushing that one. We are, right? Now we'll copy out Coleman High School. They want permission to serve alcoholic beverages at their reunion.
What class is this?
It's an overall school. It's July 31st and through August
No, I'm
2nd.
talking about what class is it? Is it?
No, it's not a class.
It's the
alumni
entire class
association.
reunion.
It's the school reunion.
All
From the
of it.
70s, is the 70s
It's the
group?
school reunion for 1940 to 1970.
Okay, so move.
The school.
It's done.
You've already done that.
So what we doing?
We already approved it.
What we,
We already, I want to make sure we covered it. We did, it's in the minutes, right?
Yeah.
okay.
Lee, you
I'm
good?
coming.
Now, we
out
do
with the
have some
class of
executive
40.
sessions. We've taken care of Mr. Bailey, we've taken care of that. We do have an executive session. Hope I added it.
What was
Now,
that
we didn't,
called?
one thing we,
What'd you say we added?
Oh, we added several things. One thing I don't think I added was the board appointments for the hospital,
Okay.
Board of Trustees.
Yes.
I need a motion to go ahead and add that if I didn't.
So move.
I need a second. All in favor?
I'll
Thank you.
second it.
Thank you, Lee.
Go ahead, but I was just making sure, 'cause like I said, I talked to him, and our appointment dates were off with the hospital, and I told him to get with Jaleesa to make sure that, because I think that we had one up, but we didn't have, and other ones are a little bit
Okay.
later, they're not up right now. And,
How many we have up?
Hold up a
and
minute.
that's why I
Hold
told
up
him
a
to get
minute.
with Jaleesa and see if we were all on the same
All right.
page, and I think it was sent to the attorney and Jaleesa both, because when I was talking,
I'm calling
Oh,
Mark.
that's you? Oh, let me do that.
when I was talking to the board, or not the board, my appointee, Matt Moso, the other day, and the appointees, I said, we got some appointments coming up. He said, he named some times. I said, that don't sound right, because we had like 3 or 4. But, and then I talked to Scott Phillips, and Scott said, no, some of them ain't due to the end of this year and then the first of next year, where our timing was wrong. So anyway, I told him, I said, we need to make sure we're on the same page, get with Jaleesa and get with yourself. And he was supposed
What
to
was that,
email you, and
Jaleesa?
there was an email.
Yeah,
So,
I looked at the email, and by way of clarity, I think we need to determine when those times expire ourselves.
I think,
Carter has them. What did
Ms.
you call him out,
Ms.
Ms.
Griffin,
Carter?
please speak clearly.
Yes, sir.
Clearly.
That, it's incumbent on the county to determine when those terms of office expire.
On the county, right?
Not the hospital.
would you check your email and just see what Scott sent you and
I
see?
saw what Scott sent me.
So,
Okay. I saw what Scott sent me. Still, the county still has to determine when those terms.
So Malcolm
All right.
Jackson.
so
Large,
have you
so he about to
have you looked at it close enough to see if they have expired?
Charliza has.
There's a suggestion that one or two of
Virgin.
them may have expired. Okay.
One or two.
Charlize has the.
She has it.
You know, we compiled that
Brown
back
Oaks.
in the day. Go ahead, Charlie.
And then he.
Let me,
Okay, so we got 2 at large and 1 out of District 3 and 1 out of District 4
thank you, that have expired.
that have expired.
So that leaves 3 have not.
4.
Ms. Whit,
That's 4.
That's
2
4?
at large
I
and
think we need
2
to
by
identify
district.
which one we have.
I think we need to look at this a little closer to make sure that we're all on the same
Well.
page.
all right, let me say this to you all. I go by what we have
I understand.
in the county. Now, this board has the responsibility of these appointments and
I agree.
keeping track of them. Not the hospital, definitely not the hospital. Yes, the trustees themselves do have input, but I'm going by what I've got and what we've managed and worked off of for years. I do not have any interest in what someone else may want to tell us what we can or cannot do with our appointments. That's where I am, Lee. Now, let me be clear about something. I served a number of years on that board as chairman of the board. Be very careful as how you allow people to influence, yes, I'm saying it, what you do. That board represents the taxpayers. That is a county-owned facility. And you have to make sure not only the CEO and especially the attorney and the board that this board appoints represents the interest and the well-being of the taxpayers who voted for each and every one of us. Be very careful. And that's just where I am. Go ahead, Lee.
Out of anybody, I guess y'all know,
No.
I'm not influenced by nobody.
Thank you.
Nobody. But I'm sorry, I do want to do what's right and to make sure that we're on solid ground. So just like I look at our attorney at certain things, I look at attorneys when they address things, and I'm not going to go into something willy-nilly. What's 2 weeks? I mean, now the only one that I understand is that is up on both our accounts, on ours and the hospital, is your appointee. So if you're willing to appoint yours, I'm fine with that. But the rest of them, by their calculations, it is not up yet. So I'm saying that we need to make sure that we're on the same page. And I'm not trying to make a big deal out of this, but we need to make sure that we're all on the same. Nothing wrong with that. If yours is up, make the appointment.
Okay, Lee, I got a question. So what about District 4, because this on that list as well?
She good. That's you. No.
Everybody, the only one they're saying is up right now is that one. That's the other ones come up at certain times this year. So that's what the hospital is saying. And Scott, their attorney, sent it to. He just sent it out because just in conversation it come up, and I was like, well, we got some appointments to make. And then we got to talking about it, and that's why I told Scott, I said, well, you need to get with Chalisa and the attorney to make sure we're all on the same page. And I realized he just sent that out. I'm just saying we need to just to make sure that we're all on the same page is all. His is, I'm saying
Yes,
we need to.
we're going to do something.
No,
Yes,
I don't have a problem.
Let me, I've got to give Ms. Brooks.
I don't have a problem on waiting.
Yeah.
I just, did he send an email out to
Well, you can't
everyone?
just.
No, he sent to both of these right here, and they'd send it. Would you send that email out to all of us?
All right, let me say something to you all. Once a term expires, now help me, Mr. Attorney, the clock ticks. You have so many days to do an extension. Go ahead, let me shut up.
So that if a term expires, the person can hold over for a period not to exceed 90 days, okay? Provided.
He said, turn it up. He said,
Okay.
speak loud.
He can't hear you.
Yes. This thing on? Is it on?
Pull it up to you,
It
close.
always is when you go to the bathroom, so I guess so. Yeah, it's on. It's on, Griff, come on.
Which I gave him.
Once a term expires, that can be a holdover period not to exceed 90 days, okay? And you have 90 days. Once the 90 days expire, they automatically out. That's vacancy. But, but the obligation here is to ensure that leading up to the term, this board is abreast of what's going on and go ahead and appoint someone.
All right.
Reappoint or appoint.
Okay.
Lee?
2 questions. So what if we say that we're wrong on our timing, the hospital's right, and we put somebody off before their term?
Well, here's the thing. Our board speak through its minutes. Okay? And we can go back. The hospital would not have, in order for somebody to get there in the first place, they has to come through this board.
Right.
This board speak through its minutes. And our minutes will determine when a person was appointed.
Right.
And the time began to run from the time we appoint, not the time they get over there and start presiding at a board meeting.
I agree with that 100%. But if right now we're operating and so-called that the 1 or 2 of them is overdue, it's already overdue.
Yes.
You might as well make sure we're all on the same page. There's no reason for this board and that board to be at odds with this. We just need, if we're right, I'm looking to the attorney and Charlisa to get with them and say, hey, no, we're right. And that's all I'm asking, because I have somebody that I think is going to be great for the board, but I want to make sure when I make the nomination that it's time for that.
And what I'm simply saying is, we can pull the minutes to see when someone was appointed.
Ms. Carter needs to speak.
All right, I'm gonna do that. You good, Griff? Ms.
Yes.
Carter, come on with it. Then I'm gonna speak.
That's where I based the appointments off of what was approved in the minutes.
In the minutes.
Right.
Right. And I explained that to Scott. I think the only discrepancy that he and I had was he had a 5-year term and I have 4-year. And like I explained to Scott, I said, Scott, I can only go by what's in the minutes. And these are the dates that's in the minutes, although they may have been long overdue, but I only go by what the date that the board approved it.
Okay.
So you
Let me-
did speak with him?
Yes.
Okay.
So he understands
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you gotta go by what's in the minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but his thing was they are supposed to be appointed on 5-year terms, but we have 4-year terms.
Yeah. Let me do this for you all.
That's all I'm saying. We may be right. I'm just saying, just give it a time for them to get this, to make sure, is it a 4-year term or is it 5-year term?
all right.
Because
Let me-
I can say this, when we appoint somebody, we've never made in the motion that we've never addressed that. We just assumed
But and it's
that it
understood
was.
it's 4 years?
Well, I don't know, that's what I'm saying, so. Huh?
Let me help you. Let me
4 or 5? The 4
Let me
or
do
5.
this. Let me do this. And I may be wrong. It's been 100 years. It's been 100 years.
Cause
But
you
they're
served on it before.
chairman of the board.
So which one was it, Mr. Chairman?
Whew. When you initially start a board, you stagger terms intentionally
Right,
to make sure you don't have a complete change at one time.
right.
At large, and in a system where you have 2 at large plus 5 based on 5 districts. The 2 at large go 5, districts go 4, and that creates a stagger.
Okay,
Okay, that's starting out 100 years ago. Right now, according to our minutes, our documents are correct. And yes, I'm going with what the county has. Mr. Brian Oakes, who's representing District 3, I'm putting his name back up for reappointment. I need a second.
I will second that,
Thank you.
because yours is, by both counts, that one and this one is the only one that is due.
No,
So I will
Lee,
second that.
stop. Stop.
Okay.
If you're going, don't condition your second. If you're
No,
going
no,
to
no,
do
no,
that, I don't want your
I'm
second.
not conditioning it.
Well, don't do
Yours is
that.
due. That's
Mine
what I'm
is due,
saying.
But don't condition, don't condition your second.
I'm telling you
All right.
that I will
All right.
condition it.
I got a motion and a second.
I second your motion.
Thank you.
Mr. LaFleur.
All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries. Let me say this. I do not go by what they have over there. I go by what reflects our minutes. And I don't know what the agenda is this morning. But my person, and by unanimous vote, I believe, has just been reappointed.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Now, according to our records, we have 2 at-large positions that are open, and we have 1 District 4 position that's open. Everybody good with that? Later this year, we have Ms. Williams, District 5. Excuse me. Later this year. And we have Mr. Moso later this year. Next year, Mr. Moso.
Is that in a minute?
Ms. Fulton next year, that's you. Ms. Fulton next year, Mr. Moso later this year, those 2. Am I not correct, Ms. Carter? That's correct. Okay. So right now, we still have the 2 at-large positions, and we have the District 4 position. What's your pleasure, Ms. Brooke? You hold up. You ain't got to do nothing. That's not pressure, Ms. Brooke. Hold
Yeah,
up.
I'm just saying, I'm just gonna wait until
Thank
the
you,
next
Ms. Brooke.
board meeting.
Thank you, Ms. Brooke. What's the board's pleasure with the 2 at-large
I
position?
think it needs to be the same until we make sure
We'll
this
just
is
wait till the
correct.
next board meeting.
I don't have a problem. I think we need to wait till the next board.
All right,
meeting to
now
make
keep
sure
one
we're
thing in mind. This board is also, according to your minutes, when it comes to at-large positions, since it takes 5 knocks, or the majority of knocks around the table, this board expressed an interest. And I hope you do remember that you wanted to interview people that go into at-large slots. Am I Did I mistake something?
We didn't interview last time, did we?
But I tell you
Yeah,
what,
I hadn't interviewed since I've been on board.
I think we have talked about this, and those positions are so important.
All of
I
the
think that is a excellent idea.
I mean, it's in the
No,
minutes.
no, no. I think I think absolutely that's an excellent idea. And at large, I would like to see those, we can nominate people and then have those people come in because like Ms. Stacker said, you know, they're the second largest employer of this county. I think she said that this morning.
Who is the largest employer?
School district. They used to be the biggest.
So I would say the two at large because, you know, we usually always honor who, you know, by districts, but that large, I think we need to do that, and I would make the motion that at the two at large that we interview those.
Okay, it's already part of the minutes, so no need for a motion. That's part of the minutes.
Okay.
But now, Ms. Carter, do me a favor. Are you Mr. Attorney? Would y'all send that attorney a copy of what this board is going by with these appointments? And ask him not to interfere with these appointments? Well, thank you. All right, this is the Washington County Board of Supervisors appointments, not Delta Health Systems. Go ahead, Lee.
Everything does not have to be.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not.
All right.
You're really, some of this stuff you take too far with that. I mean,
Well, okay.
It's not us against them. This
Yeah.
is working together to ensure that we have a strong hospital and board.
All right.
And we've had issues in the past. We want to make sure that we do the right thing. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Enough said. You good? Tommy, you good?
Let me see.
Marla, you good?
You go to.
Now, we got a couple other things. Jerry, you good?
Let me get to the month
No,
of
we're not finished.
June.
Okay. Let me ask the board this. Now, Jerry, you good? I'm sorry.
Mr. President.
Hey, now, we got executive session.
On Mr. Oaks, we need to, that appointment to, be in conformity with Mississippi statute,
That's fine.
okay?
That means go back, retro.
No,
What?
let's put that, add that as part of the motion.
It is.
Yes, sir. That is in conformity
We
with
did.
Mississippi law.
Then we-
the motion? Who made the motion? Can they add that?
Carl,
I did.
I seconded.
Yeah. What did we miss?
And that will cover the term.
I thought we did.
No,
Yes, we did.
you just made a motion.
I got a
to
second.
reappoint.
I got a second.
You made a motion to reappoint.
I got a second.
And I just want to make certain, because there's some dispute whether it's 4 years, 5 years.
Second.
My point is, there's been
We
disputes.
I seconded. We're gonna do it your way. We're doing it your way.
Review the statute.
Let me review the statute. I
Please.
think it's 5 years.
All right. And you may be right. But I got a motion. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Yeah.
I got a motion carries. That's unanimous. You good, Jerry? You good, Tommy? Thank you, sir.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
You are?
Yes.
All right, don't forget Juneteenth.
Okay, of course. How can I forget that? Okay, so as I talked at the last board meeting, I just want to reiterate that June is Men's Health Month. I encourage all men to know your numbers. It's so important to be preventive and be proactive with your health. Don't wait, and if you do have any problems or any pains, don't think you can figure it out with some grandma remedy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Go to the doctor. Okay, and the other is National PTSD. That's post-traumatic stress disorder. I encourage people in the military and not in the military. It's okay to go get help, to talk to someone. The other concern, believe it or not, is National Migraine and Headache Awareness. I don't have those, praise the Lord. But for the people that do, go to the doctor, find out what the problem is. And actually, here's another one. LGBTQ Pride Month. This is their month. Okay, and then we got National Immigrant Heritage Month. So to all the immigrants, that's most Americans, we celebrate the diversity in our country. And of course, this Friday will be Juneteenth. So it's going to be so many programs going over the weekend. Go to a Juneteenth program, a Juneteenth march, a Juneteenth celebration. Leland will have its first Juneteenth celebration this Saturday. It's from 12 to 5.
So if you're in the Leland area, if you live somewhere else and just want to come to Leland, come on over. I know they also have one in the city of Greenville as well, and I'm going to come through and support the Greenville Juneteenth as well. So enjoy yourself and let's celebrate the last slaves that found out they was free.
Chair, you
Amen.
good? Chair, you good? All right. Chief, come in. Come on, Chief. Thank you, Chief.
Good morning.
All right.
We're requesting to, pay for the audit that's coming up for the PRIA, audit, and the PRIA audit is prison, enforcement elimination, prison rape elimination act.
What? We don't have it here, do we?
Go ahead, Chief.
We just in general, we just promoting it. Okay.
You have to,
Well, praise the Lord, because we want to keep everybody
so that
safe.
amount of $8,000 is gonna be coming up.
Need a motion?
So moved.
And a
We got to
second.
try to keep
Second.
everybody safe.
Thank you, Lee. All in favor,
Keep
show by sign of
everybody
aye.
safe.
Any opposed?
Amen.
Motion
Thank you,
carries.
Jesus. Keep everybody safe, Lord. Jesus, Lord. Yeah, keep everybody safe. You ain't got no secretary?
Marlo, don't you want that job?
Mom? Oh, no, I don't do administrative, no administrative assistant. That's not me. I can find y'all one. That's not me.
Trying to help you, Chief. I knew you like quality. We're trying to help you.
I know, I think I'm gonna find him a good one. Okay.
Need a motion to approve? And a second. All in favor? Show a sign of aye. Any opposed?
Nay.
I got one nay. Motion carries. You good, Chief?
I'm good, thank you, appreciate it.
Hey, man, appreciate you and everything you do. I know you're gonna be MIA for a minute. Well, whatever. I ain't gonna let me leave that where it is, but I would just want to say thank you. It's our last board meeting for the month.
Yes, sir, you got it.
We appreciate your service and everything, your commitment to the citizens of all across Washington County. Hey, man, leave that. Wait, really? Anybody else want to thank the chief? Everybody appreciates you.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, now we have a couple of executive session issues. I have a land acquisition, and what else you got, Mr. Griffin? Nothing? Thank you. Huh?
Yeah, we got some legal issue over there.
What's going on out
Oh, personnel? We got a personnel.
Personnel, legal.
I got a personnel issue. I got a land acquisition.
out there?
What else am I missing?
You don't hear that?
Oh, that's legal. What's the legal? Be specific.
No, Ms. Gardner see about the legal issue.
All right, the legal issue. All right, those are the three things. And we'll start with Ms. Gardner since she's here. All right, once we, Jerry, you good? Yeah. All right, I need a motion to go into close down, sign 10 for executive.
So moved.
I got and a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, we're going to executive session right now for a land acquisition, legal issue, and personnel issue. Need a motion to go into executive session, closed session? Need a motion?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
And a second. All in favor, show by sign of aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We're in executive session now for the aforestated reasons. And Ms. Gardner Holt. We'll start with you with the legal matter. Is that okay, board? Let us get the mics off.